Boom, how's that?
That's beautiful. I love the way
so
that looks.
I'm loud.
You're loud.
No, like
Oh, no, you get loud? Me too. Yeah,
Here's my problem. I grew up in a Greek and Italian household that I already think, like, these people were deaf.
Uh-huh.
Like, my parents and my grandparents were already deaf from growing up in other houses of yelling. That I've lost hearing due to all this yelling because I don't.
So you think you're loud because
I don't even think I know how to whisper anymore because I just I can't hear myself. What? Then I'm like, did you hear me? I have no control of my voice.
So like when you say loud, I mean like because I feel like I get loud. It depends what I'm doing. Like there's things where I used to live, I could get so loud because I had a whole house to myself, and it was in Flint, Michigan. So it's like my neighbors would have like house parties at like 2 a.m. So, and there's a freedom in that because you can be as loud as you want. No one's calling the cops on you.
No.
Whereas like here, there's a little bit of respect that goes around.
Sure.
You know, you shouldn't be yelling in your apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's
screaming at the top of your lungs.
It's a recording studio.
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I going to do, you know?
Time limits.
Because it's like, okay, like I used to do things where I would do like metal vocals, and I feel like I've never done that since I moved in here because I know it would be so loud.
Yeah.
Like if I even tried, it would be so loud because you have to scream.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give you an example,
racking your
but
voice.
I still haven't done it. So, and also, like, I feel like my Alex Jones impression gets pretty loud because Alex Jones is way up here. You got to be big like this. You can't reel it in.
No, you got to project.
I don't feel that way, and you shouldn't feel that way either.
You got to project.
Yeah, that's the thing. And if you're doing vocals, you should project. You know, like especially if you're doing scream vocals or like there was a song I recorded recently where it's like I had to yell, so it's like the regular part is like just quiet like that, and then there's gonna be a big one that adds a layer. It's like I don't really want to go.
Can't do that at midnight.
So much louder.
That at midnight.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I hear you when you say you're loud. I hear you. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like I get involved in conversations, and I think a lot of it is that, right? You're trying to talk over each other, and everybody's trying to talk over each other, and it's all a competition. And
especially we're talking to a lot of Italians and Greeks, and we're just loud. My friend Yanni, he called me a couple days ago, and I got this like really loud, annoying laugh. And he's like, "Your fucking neighbors like." They like gotta hate you. I'm like, dude, they probably do. I go, I don't even see my new neighbor. I don't know nothing about him. I go, they probably like, there he goes again, this motherfucker. They probably hate my guts.
Yep, and you can't even blame them.
And I can't blame them because I hate my guts because I'm so loud.
I wonder what my neighbors think of me. My neighbors are really nice to me for not saying anything. That's kind of how I think about it. Like, they've never said anything to me, so they've tolerated me, and that's enough.
And you're just polite. You gotta be polite and nice.
No one in the mornings.
Yeah,
you know, gotta be careful.
That's
gotta
true.
be careful with the one in the mornings.
That's true.
Yeah, because it's like it's okay at 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
9
is good.
p.m.
10 o'clock is even.
Dude, I'll
okay. I think that's the cutoff. I think 10 p.m.
You think so?
Like
10 p.m. is the curfew. I would even say 11.
The cutoff.
I would say 11 maybe. Maybe if you're in an area it's not like a high end area, you could get away with 11. Yeah. But also, I'll say when I'm walking my dog, sometimes I'll hear somebody playing like a cello in their apartment, and I'll think, what do their neighbors think?
Oh God,
you know what I mean? Like they're practicing the cello.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Imagine that. Like you'd have to be signing on with that. Like. Because it's either it drives you insane, or it's like, oh, I like the cello.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. It'd be like if you had Squidward as your neighbor. He's practicing the flute every day. The clarinet. What did Squidward do? The clarinet?
The clarinet.
Yeah, just your clarinet every morning. I feel like that's what it would be if you had somebody with like a big, loud instrument. I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I could do that.
Either.
That's worse to me than what I do.
I don't think I do either. At least you're given some variety. They're probably practicing the same song for 30 days.
And I'm thinking like clarinet would be the worst. I mean, what is it? Clarinet's like it's not super appealing.
Isn't it a brass, right? It's
yeah.
No,
I think
a woodwind.
Imagine a trombone though.
I don't know instruments.
Trombone would be the craziest.
I would dig the trombone though. Boom, 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 boom. I would dig the trombone.
But a trombone in an apartment? Though?
I would kind of ask. I'd be like, hey, every once in a while, could you give me a wah, wah?
I keep seeing this video. It's this girl who she can do the trumpet with her mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can kind of see how people can do that, but not like.
Yeah.
it's like that, but better. Like they're really good at it.
Oh shit!
And she does this thing with like a wine glass. So it's like this is the thing they do with the glass. And she can do that too. So some people are really good at the trumpet sounds.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, can you do any? You got any good sounds you can do with your mouth?
No.
You don't have any sound effects? You've never been a sound effect guy? No voiceover stuff?
I could do like a voice. I could do an impression of my grandparents, my Italian grandparents really well.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Because I had to grow up with that off the boat, broken English, Italian. Oh, God. I could, and again, the yelling, the constant yelling. So my grandmother's nickname wasn't a nickname, kind of a nickname. We thought, this is Italians and their secrets. They're fucked up people. We're fucked up people. My whole life, 41. My whole life, I thought my grandmother's name was Grace because everybody called her Grace.
Yeah.
Everybody. So it was okay, Grace. But my grandfather he'd yell. We'd like be little kids at the house, and he'd be like, "Amma, yeah, yeah." And he didn't know what the fuck he was saying. Amma, who call on the phone? Amma, I don't know. He's just yelling, yeah, all the time. Makite mortalas. Always yelling. It's always, but normal. They didn't hate each other. That's just what
casual,
it was.
Yeah.
And we just always thought there was like a nickname, like some Italian nickname for her. So my grandfather passes away, and my grandmother's brother is over, and he goes, yeah, I'm making an espresso. And I'm like, hey, Uncle Tony, why do you... No one ever told us. Like, why do you call her Yay? Like, why? He goes, what do you mean? That's her name. I go, her name's Grace. Yay. It's not Grace isn't her name. What do you mean it's not her name? Grace? No. Her name Yellow. She hated her whole life. And she wanted to be called Grace. I have no fucking idea. But her whole life, yay! That's all we fucking heard. That's all we heard growing up.
And you thought he was calling her...
I thought it was like a nickname. Like, I thought it was like a pet name maybe. Like a pet name, but we never asked. We never even thought to ask because it was just so normalized.
Yeah.
So normal.
That's funny.
But no one ever told us because she didn't want like the grandkids to know what her real name was.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest shit.
Yay.
These Italians and their secrets will take it to the grave.
Yeah, that's an Italian secret.
Yeah.
That's an Italian secret story.
Like if I didn't ask, we never know. Like on her, like she I think they were old. Grandpa's. She passed away, and on her tombstone it says Grace.
Yeah,
it's not even her name. It's like her real name. It's Grace.
My sister goes by Savannah, or goes by Bo, but like her name is Savannah. And it's because my dad called her Bo ever since she was a kid. But everybody calls her Bo.
That's a nickname.
That's her name.
Yeah.
But really it's a nickname.
Yeah,
so it's the same. It's kind of like her Italian secret
like
if you think about it.
She's not telling anybody.
Because, it's like if she has kids, probably nobody's ever going to ask.
No.
And then one day somebody goes, why does dad call you Savannah?
Yeah.
And
Who's Savannah?
Who's Savannah? That's her. What are you talking about?
That's fun. That's true.
Because that's probably kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
You just don't like your name. You end up with a different name.
Something else.
And that becomes your name.
Legal.
It's only if you change it legally.
Only if you change it legally.
It really doesn't matter. Like, you don't even have to change your name legally. I wonder if you don't change it, because it sounds like she didn't. Like, because I wonder if it goes on the tombstone either way. Like the name on the tombstone, is it the legal name?
Savannah Bo.
Well, is it the legal name just legally? You have to put the legal name on the tombstone, or is it whatever name you want?
You're just going to get it engraved, so people put nicknames on it.
But you can't put like pee pee poo poo pants on a tombstone.
Unless it's your nickname.
What if you said?
I was in the funeral business.
If I said
was in the funeral business.
And you're in the funeral business, and I say to you, my dad's nickname was pee pee poo poo pants.
We put it on the tombstone, dude.
Somebody's got to do that.
We wouldn't even we'd probably say shit when you left the office, but what the fucking kind of nickname is that?
I'm amazed no one's done that before. Like, just as like a fun thing to do.
You got to walk around. There's some fucked up nicknames on some of these stones.
But I've never seen anything like obnoxious.
Like a poo poo.
Yeah, like just obviously a joke. Like messing with somebody.
Nah, people
that would be great. That's like, well, I'm gonna take that one to the grave.
Yeah, people take that seriously though. They like it's almost like, it's a thing. It's dad.
Yeah,
and it's like a very serious Serious.
Well, that
thing.
would be a good way to have fun with your own death, maybe.
If you're doing it solo and prepay for everything and no one knows, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to request this
You
for me.
could get it all done, or like you could
plan your own funeral, you mean?
Yeah, you could put it to a funeral trust. So like, because the prices and inflation, everything will always increase, right?
Yeah.
So if you went to the funeral home now and you're like, hey, listen, I don't know when I'm going to die, but I'm going to die. So this is what I want to do. So whatever it costs today, you put this in a trust. Mm-hmm. Like put the money in a trust, and then you're set. So when you pass, it's all taken care of.
And then with the funeral planning, you do all that too?
All done with the funeral home.
Oh.
You pick your plot out. This is where I want to be buried, under this tree. I like this bird nest. I just want this. I want this bird. I like this nest. Can we just here? It's right here.
And nobody can ruin your funeral. I really like this because I feel like there's so much opportunity here.
So much.
You could have a cinematic funeral. You could have like an escape room funeral.
You could do that.
You know what I'm saying? You
could do whatever you want.
So many things you could do.
There's these companies now. This isn't a joke. They are embalming your body.
Oh, I've seen this.
On like one dude like was in the motorcycle.
They're putting them on poses.
Them on a motorcycle.
Yeah. There was one with a woman at a table I saw.
One guy in his lazy boy with a Bud Light in his hand, like legitimately. And then there's one that they'll put you in a capsule, like you won't be embalmed. They just put your remains in a capsule, plant you. You'll literally fertilize and grow a tree.
I like that one.
That's a cool one.
I like that. Well, because I can't remember who I heard say this, but I think it was Steve-O. I think I first heard this from Steve-O. And he's going like, why are cemeteries even... I can't do a Steve-O impression. I've tried for so long. I can never figure Steve-O's voice out. But it's like, why are cemeteries a thing? Like, why do we even have cemeteries? Because it takes up all this space. Mm-hmm. You're burying all these bodies. It's like, why don't you do something like plant them, turn them into a different thing? Like, why are we wasting all this... That space we could use.
It's like a good way to do. I mean,
it's a primitive thing.
Well, not to mention, you're pumping so much chemical too into the business, because it's modern day mummification. At the end of the day, you're pumping all this chemical. As soon as that cement cracks, those bugs are coming in, and what's eating the bug? Bug's eating you, bird's eating the bug, something's eating that bird, and then you're eating all that chemical.
Well, is that necessarily bad though? Like to have a body and have it like disintegrate naturally in nature? Like I would say that's probably.
I would say that's the way to go. Like if the Jewish religion, for example.
Yeah.
They don't embalm. They believe you like whatever.
Oh, it's the
whatever
embalming.
you come with. They gotta come, and then you go in naturally. Mm-hmm. Like wooden, the casket's always this kind of wood that'll disintegrate easy, break down easy. They put like this kind of white robe over you. So it just, depends on how you want to do it, but they don't embalm.
I like the Viking funerals. Isn't that when they just set you on a flames?
Light you on fire in the water.
That's awesome, dude.
You got to have someone with good aim with that bow and arrow.
That's how you should plan your own funeral. Surprise everybody.
Whoever hits me.
Like, imagine your parents having to find out that's what they're going to have to do.
If you fucking go first.
You'll have to light me on fire.
We got to just cast me off. The arrows are just flying.
Yo. This is what I'm saying. So many opportunities. You were in the funeral business?
I was in the funeral business for a little bit, yeah.
Like, how long? Years?
A few years, yeah.
And
I always had... So, like, now I'm at a position where media and film stuff I'm doing full-time.
Yeah.
But I always freelanced because it's a hard industry. I mean, you're a comedian, you do music, you understand how it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get your foot in the door anywhere, no matter, even if you know people, it's still rough.
It was really getting people to know you exist in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you got no one backing you financially, and you got bills to pay, but you want to make something, you need a couple dollars maybe to rent the camera, or got to get some lighting, you need something, and nothing's free. So I always had a job. I always had like a full-time job, and then I would freelance.
Yeah.
So my cousin and I, we would do music videos, local commercials, whatever we could do just to keep it going, and keep the creativity going.
Yeah, yeah.
But I always had a job, and it was a friend of mine who went to mortuary school, and he called me one day, and it's a thing. It's like your friend will help you move, but your best friend will help you move a body. That's literally the phone call I got. I get this phone. My friend and I have been friends since kindergarten, literally, and maybe preschool, maybe before that, babies. calls me up and he's like, I need a favor, but you could say no. Now I know he really needs a favor because he doesn't usually say that. I'm like, all right, what do you need? What's up? He's like, I need you to help me move this body. And I'm like, huh? He's like, we got to pick up this body. He's kind of a big guy. I can't do it by myself. I'm like, giddy up. Let's go. I'm ready. What do I got to do? What do I need? He's like, just get in the car. And it was like a larger man on the floor of this house. It was like really hard to, he was a big boy. But he needed help. And I'm like, this is cool. I'm not sickened by this. I'm not like, this is kind of wild. Like, and we're very respectful because if there is an afterlife, I don't need someone going, remember this guy? You kicked him down these... No, I didn't do it. You always respect the dead, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man. And he's like, do you want to do this with me? And I was like, yeah. And that was it. That was just kind of... I did it for a while, and then we were on call, you're on call 24/7 like a doctor, because death is not resting. It's not like the movie. Death does not take a vacation.
Yeah.
It's constant. So like on call 24/7, it was kind of just like, this is enough. It's enough for me.
So what exactly were you doing all the time on call? Like you were doing what for the funeral home exactly? Like what did they have you do?
So we were a trade service. So funeral homes would hire us.
Yeah.
And a lot of removals.
So you would be like picking bodies up from houses is what you're saying?
Houses, hospitals, wherever.
I've never even knew that was a thing. So they're hiring you to just...
Like they could be, like a lot of people someone would pass away in Chicago.
Yeah.
They would be embalmed.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to transport that body to like maybe another state.
Right.
A funeral home. And the funeral industry is so small, so everyone knows you. So as long as you're picking up that phone and doing the calls and going.
Huh.
You know,
I always just assumed it's just like ambulance people bringing them to a hospital.
No, so in the city of Chicago, unless the funeral home calls you to go, like if someone's grandmother passes away and they have a funeral home they're using in the city, then they would call us maybe, and we would go.
Really?
We would go together, do the removal. But if it's like going straight to the medical examiner's office, which there's a lot of rules and there's a lot of things that automatic autopsy here it's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a service in Chicago that does that specifically. But if you have a funeral home involved, then they're calling us. Where if it's just like a generic death, there's no funeral home, then it's like a service in Chicago that does it.
Wasn't that weird? Seeing dead bodies all the time?
No.
No,
because I was telling you, I grew up in a Greek and Italian household, right? The Greek side of my family was so old that I was going to wakes and funerals crawling. And what my father would do is he would grab my hand. I love my dad. Grab my hand and he'd be like, come on. Gotta say goodbye. It's the last time. I don't even know this person. This fucking casket. And he'd take me up there and he'd be like, it's the last time you'll be able to touch him. So touch him. Then that's not going to jump at you. But the way he did it so gentle, bringing you where kids are freaking out, he would just let you know, like, this is the last time you're going to see this person. So say goodbye. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as zombies. This ain't a movie. This is real life. And it's not going to pop out of this casket and grab you. So I would always go up and say goodbye. So I always had like a slight fascination with death because I was around it. A young kid. Everyone was so old. I mean, my dad's two sisters were 29 and 25 years older than him. He was an accident. Like a real accident.
So there's a lot of age gaps.
So like huge age. So just tons of old cousins and just a lot of old people.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. People be like, there was a girl I dated in college. And she'd be like, oh my God, my great aunt just died. This is the first funeral I'm ever going to. I go, huh? It was so strange to me. I'm like, this is your first time you ever, no one's grandma died. No one's, this is the first. And I realized, God, everyone's so young.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are young.
Do you think, It's funny. There's a book that I have that I'm trying to read. We're surrounded by books.
I love that.
A lot of them are off camera, but there's so many books in this room. And it's funny, dude. It's my hoarder coming out. If you open the drawers in that cupboard over there, more books.
I love that.
There's books everywhere. And the book I'm trying to read now, I think it's Dan Carlin. He's the hardcore history guy. He does that hardcore history podcast. But at the very beginning, he's talking about how one of the things you couldn't track how it affected history is how death and violence and being surrounded by all these things would affect the way that we raise people. Like life expectancy was so much shorter. Everything was so much different. Yeah. And so it's like, the question would become like, is it traumatic to have these things happen, or was it normal? Mm-hmm. And is the traumatic response normal? Or is the traumatic response like something that we have in our modern society, and is what you're describing normal, not having a response at all because it's actually a part of life.
You're like, it's a part of life.
I would think that it's actually probably more true that in the past, this whole idea of trauma and all this wasn't even a thing, and it was all just the thing that happened. People just die, and it wasn't.
People just dying.
Yeah, I don't think that. But maybe trauma was just as powerful in the past. You can't track it. That's exactly why he was talking about it. And also, how do these cycles affect us? Because now life expectancy and health and all these things are so much different than they were even 100 years ago, 200 years ago. So to a modern person, this is also shocking. But to somebody 300 years ago, it's like, oh no, what are you talking about? And that's 300 years. Yeah.
And you think about it, 300 years ago, let's say you're on a farm, everyone's buried right next to the house.
Yeah,
right
you're
under
lucky
the
if
big
you're
weeping willow.
Right
next to the pond.
When's the Black Plague? When did the Black Plague happen? That's the 1600s?
Black Plague in Europe?
I don't know the year. I usually have my phone next to me. Has anybody got their phone next to them?
That.
We got a producer hiding over there.
The Black Plague, and you gotta think the Black Plague was just disease genocide.
I think it's the 1600s. People dropping, and it's 1300s. There it is. All right, so 1300s. That's 700 years ago.
Yeah,
and that's everybody dying.
Everybody.
Now, not like everybody in the world, but everybody all around this one place. And they didn't even know it was the rats. You just seen everybody die.
They're thinking it's all kinds of shit. It's wild.
Ring around the rosy.
Now we got to know what's happening again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Who's fondling rat shit and not washing their hands? It's this guy.
I think I've seen some guys on the red line. I think I've seen some people on the red line that would definitely do that.
Shit and just wiping their eye. Disgusting.
Yeah. Because
fucking disgusting.
You ask how do these things happen? I think the way I think about modern reality, I think anything could happen, and I would just accept it at this point. Literally anything, like any plot of any movie you can think of. If it happened tomorrow and it was in the news, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. Like if they made unicorns, and there was like one designed by a lab, and there was a picture, like I would think it's AI at first, but if I saw a couple videos and it was in the news all over, like, oh my god, there's fucking unicorns. Like I would believe it at face. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I think we're at that point in reality.
It's like anything can happen.
Any movie.
Anything can happen.
Like RoboCop's basically already coming.
Pretty much.
All those sci-fi movies are
on
happening.
The way. Terminator's on the way. Right on the way.
It's so funny because it's like, I just think you could go anywhere with that idea, and I really don't think you could stump it. I think anything could happen now.
I agree.
They could make anything with science, anything. It'd be like a wormhole opened, and there's another universe that's a mirror universe of our universe, and we can look at it through this telescope. Yeah. I'd be like, really?
Do you see like the crazy shit they do with these drones now, and they just create this
in China
shit in the wild.
It's not really in the U.S. They do it in China mostly.
In China, but it's just wild. Like I saw one of this dragon.
Yep.
Just flying.
It's like a whole show. Yeah. There's sound, there's music.
Think of that to the scale of like that Spider-Man Far From Home when they're in Europe, and what's the fuck's his name? Majesto? With the glass helmet? Majesto? Yeah. What the fuck was his name? Majesto?
Magneto.
No, not Magneto. Spider-Man. It was the second one they go to Europe. Tom Holland.
Oh. And his character.
Jake Gyllenhaal's a bad guy.
But which character are you talking about?
I'm talking about the villain, Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's Magneto.
No, that's X-Men.
Oh, you're right. I'm an idiot.
He had like it was like a glass dome
It's not Mysterio, is it?
Is it Mysterio?
That's from WWE.
Majesto is from WWE.
Mysterio's WWE. Rey Mysterio.
I can't remember this because of my early onset Alzheimer's.
I should know that too. I'm kind of feeling like an idiot for not knowing that.
I kind of feel like a fuck. Yeah.
I think it's Mysterio, but I might be wrong.
I grew up reading these comics, and I should know.
It's Mysterio. No, it's Mysterio.
Mephisto. No, that's like the devil guy.
Yeah,
that's a Mysterio.
I was right.
Yeah.
But I think that's the reason I knew, because booyaka, right?
Yeah,
Mysterio.
That's like how he was like. He was having all these monsters look like they're attacking all these European cities was through these drones.
Oh,
but
really?
Now think of like, instead of these little just dots of light creating a thing, think it's like a 3D version of Godzilla just coming out of fucking. You don't know unless you're touching it.
Yeah.
How do you know? It's wild, dude.
Well, I thought when the Tupac hologram happened, we were gonna start getting holograms. Remember that?
It's too expensive.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I think it's all kind of
they
just.
They were gonna do Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Tupac. I saw something once. Kardashians paid a ton of money. I think it was a Kanye video that he's like, can't believe they spent this money. They could have put a VHS tape in or something, but it was like a hologram of the father.
Yeah. Like
the dad, like talking to them, like, but it's wild. And then
yeah.
I think my favorite hologram was just from a movie, and it wasn't even real. The new Blade Runner, and when he goes to meet Harrison Ford and Sinatra singing, that's the hologram I want to see. I want to see Frank.
Yeah. I like the sex scene in that movie. It's like the weirdest sex scene I've ever seen in a movie.
Because it's just hologram sex.
The hologram sex. Like, that's when I watched that movie, I think that was the scene where I was like, what? Yeah. Because, I mean, that's what, I love shit like that because it reminds me what film is for. You know what I mean? Like, you can only convey that through that context because it's a visual storytelling.
Yep.
Like, it's doing all of that.
Exactly.
On the face of it. You know, it's explaining what film can do.
Yep.
And I mean, a great film can do that.
Anything.
I mean, like, what was the first, what are your first, like, big films you saw that, like, made you believe in films? Do you know?
Okay, I do know. I absolutely know. So the Italian grandparents, my Greek grandparents were passed away already. So I didn't know, like, my yaya, my papa, just whatever, my aunts and some cousins and my father told me. I didn't know them. But my Italian grandparents, they were alive and well and screaming at us all the time. So, my grandfather and my grandmother, they're from a region in Italy, southern Italy. It's called Bari. Bari is known for a few things. One, Bari's people are cheap. My grandfather was fucking cheap, okay? And we would joke about it. I mean, he was a great cook. He always big dinners and lots of love, but it was just like he would just question, like, why? What are you doing? Just little things, like he was cheap. And the dialect is more like Italian, Japanese than it is Italian. I'll give you an example of the language. Like, father in Italian is padre. In Bare's dialect, it's watan. They will tell you about Italians and their secrets. That's why there's so many dialects. This region don't want you to know what they're talking about. This region has their own dialect. They don't want you to know what they're talking about. Yeah. It's crazy.
So much of my Spanish is like that too. There's like so many different versions of Spanish through different regions, and so
probably Spain.
It's more regional than you'd think. Yeah. Like Google Translate's not telling you what the guy from Ecuador is saying exactly.
Oh yeah,
because he talks differently than
Wild.
But it's funny. Italians probably are a little bit more personal about it.
It's crazy. It's insane. So they didn't have cable.
Yeah.
At the house, they had this old TV with this VCR, and being a little kid, growing up in a house that had Nickelodeon and MTV and things to watch, you know, you're stuck either watching. My grandfather loved Westerns, loved the cowboy shit, loved it. So either you're watching a Western on like some, you know, I think we had 2, 5, 7, 9, 26, 32, 50. Those were the channels that they had.
So it was like TV shows. So
it was like just TV, like or movies on this TV. My grandmother, because of Spanish is so close to Italian, they spoke real Italian too, right? It was either a Western that I was not watching as a kid, a Spanish soap opera, okay, or Wheel of Fortune was like their favorite thing to do. So there was really nothing on if I would get dropped off there for them to watch me if I was alone. My brother's 8 years older than me, so he was always off doing his own thing. I would pray for my cousin Jennifer to be like dropped off there because there wasn't like a lot of us on this side. It was literally me, my brother, and my cousin Jen. Like Matt over here is like, what are we, like third cousins?
Something like that.
And our grandmothers didn't talk for like 30 years. Like I wouldn't even know we were cousins if my father didn't tell us we were cousins, and that's the Greek. That's a true story. Because they just didn't talk. But it's like this Italian thing, the grudge, the secrets and the grudges.
Yeah.
The Greeks are like that too. But so anyway, so they had this VCR that was only used to record these Spanish soap operas for my grandmother. So there were 4 VHS tapes. There was some John Wayne movie. I can't remember what it was. There was some religious VHS, like from church or something. Spanish soap operas being recorded. And Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. So I'm looking at this cover of The Birds as a kid, and it's the actress and the birds coming out of her face. And there was nothing on, and I'm like, so watch this. I don't know what this is.
I still haven't seen that movie, by the way.
You haven't seen The Birds?
No. Yeah.
It's a classic.
So this is the thing about me is I've thought about this recently. I was like having an introspection. And I was thinking, why are there so many great films I haven't seen? And I think what it is that when I was growing up, like there wasn't like my family never had that, let's sit down and watch a movie. And I think it was always just kind of me on my own.
Okay.
And so it's not like I didn't have support.
Yeah.
Like my mom, it's not like I was poor and I was fending for myself type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like I was neglected just enough to be creative.
Yeah.
But also like, just left off to my own devices. And so it was awesome, dude, because now when I watch a great movie that's like a classic movie,
you're like blown away.
I'm blown away. Yeah. Like when I watched Psycho within the last 2 years.
How did you like Psycho?
Oh, it was great.
Do you know
what was my first Hitchcock movie? My first Hitchcock movie was Vertigo. I watched that recently, and Vertigo blew me away. And then so it's Vertigo, Rear Window, and then Psycho. Those are the 3 I've seen so far.
And Psycho is just amazing. Just that story of what he had to go through to make Psycho.
Well, and the thing about films like that is you really have to understand the context to even get the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because if you don't know all that, it just kind of comes off as a tame slasher film. But it's like the first
that
one.
Wasn't tame for
it was
its time.
The template, and it was not tame at all.
That shower scene was like getting flagged like crazy.
And the thing is, it's a timeless scene.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
brilliant.
Really... I mean, I would say it's tame by today's standards, but it's not. Because I think it's still effective.
It's totally effective.
It's really just the cutting.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about what they're actually showing, they're showing you nothing, really. It's just cutting back and forth.
And then some chocolate
Your
syrup.
brain gets to think about everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the subversion of it, just having that happen in the film. The audiences wouldn't like that at that time. Having the main character just change out of nowhere.
Shock value. Like that, crazy.
People say that happens like early in the film, but I don't. It's like halfway through the movie.
It's like halfway through.
Everybody always says like, "Oh, that happens so early on," but it's not real.
You don't really know though. It's happening, but you don't know.
Yeah,
like it's still up for that mystery a little bit.
Yeah,
because you still see her in the window. He mentions his mother. But it's there, but you don't know.
Well, I'm talking about the.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the transforming into the mom.
No, I'm talking about the girl switching over. Because another classic movie I've seen recently was Scream. And I remember when I was watching Scream, they were saying how Scream was doing the same thing because at the very beginning, the girl gets killed. It's like, not really. In Scream, it's like the first 10 minutes. Yeah. I guess it's kind of like... that's the escalated version. Like 40 years later, that's what you have to do now.
Yeah, you gotta do it quick. You gotta get right into it.
Nowadays, in 2026, you're probably gonna do it in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. Action and just murder. All right, we'll move on.
We're gonna put Sydney Sweeney on all the posters, and she just dies in the first 15 seconds.
Did they do that with Ice Cube and Ice Cube and that shark movie? It's like in the late 90s, and he's like giving a speech, and they just kill him right away. Was it Samuel Jackson? They killed him.
Shark movie.
Yeah, it was
90s shark movie. I don't know.
LL Cool J on that.
LL might have been in it. LL might have been in it. LL Cool J might have been in this, but I forgot. I don't know if it was Samuel Jackson, but it was an A-lister, and instantly just devoured by the shark.
Man.
Within seconds. You're like, huh? And that's like it hooks you real quick.
Yeah.
You expect to see this guy and dead later.
And yeah, that's always fun, right?
Yeah. No, really.
But that's the intro is kind of the Alfred Hitchcock film, The Birds.
Yeah.
That's
So
where it all
that's
starts.
where
I was going to say about that film too, I haven't seen it, but just the poster kind of, I love when a
poster's
film,
amazing.
the poster kind of tells you the tone and everything you need to know.
Bird attack.
Because
I needed to know
it's a bird
going
attack
on.
movie.
Yeah, I knew what was going on.
And actually, it's probably the first great bird attack movie. Like, I don't even think there's any other great ones.
That's it. That's the one.
What's funny about it, I think, is when I look at it, I think Alfred Hitchcock knew this, is like, because it's Alfred Hitchcock, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But if anybody else made that,
terrible.
You'd look at that
it
and
would be
oh,
like
that's
a Sharknado. You'd laugh at it.
That's
It'd
what
be
I
like
mean.
Sharknado,
It looks like Sharknado.
Yeah. But me watching, I was young. I was probably like 6 or 7 years old. And again, because everyone's so old, and my brother I just think he just was lazy. He didn't want to do it. I just think he didn't want to do it. So I had to like learn how to hook up a VCR young. And like how to record and so I would just pop it in, hit play, sit down. Oh, it's rewound. Okay, great. And I was glued to this fucking TV. Like I was just like, how did it? What? And you got to think about how old this film is, and me seeing it at like 6, 7 years old and thinking that these birds are fucking. He's using real birds. You find out he does use real birds in the attic scene. He is using real birds.
Yeah.
But you're like, you're just like all these attacks. You're just like, wow, is this real? And then you see a seagull outside, like, get the fuck away from me with this fucking bird here. Dude, but that was like
Did you
one
see
of
the
the
lighthouse?
first ones that with Defoe?
Yeah.
No. I'm kind of embarrassed.
I
that
wish you had.
I'm kind of embarrassed.
Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a scene.
I'm kind of embarrassed.
Do you mind me telling you what the
You
scene?
could tell me.
So there's a scene where Robert Pattinson, he's a seagull, and he just kills the seagull. I don't know how they filmed it. I don't know how they did it, because it's a live seagull and he just grabs it and just kills it.
Can't be live. Can't be
well,
live.
I mean,
PETA would be all over that.
Obviously, it wasn't live, but I don't know how they did the VFX. Is what I'm saying, because it looks real.
I want to watch it and look into just that scene.
When you said that to me, that's just the image.
But I would see the seagull. I'd be like in a mall parking lot. I'd be like, fuck, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's a lot happening here.
That's probably what inspires it, right? It's just seeing swarms of birds. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos online where it's like when it looks like flies.
It's amazing, yeah.
It's actually it's terrifying. When you see birds that look like well, what interests me about it is it's almost like they're following an invisible pattern.
Yes.
Like, how do they all know what they're doing?
Oh, it's wild.
What is that?
Who knows?
And you know, the birds have that extra sense where they say that they can sense the magnetic pole, and that's how they can do that.
Pole, plus
and
they
imagine sensing the magnetic pole. Imagine having a magnet in your brain.
And you just know
what is that? What does that even mean?
It's wild, man.
And that's what birds are doing, supposedly.
Yeah.
And then like the fact they can follow power lines. You see them do that thing. If it's like where a power grid is, they'll start to like do patterns in the sky.
Yep.
And they're marking the invisible power pattern you can't see.
It's wild.
That's crazy. And
Nature, man.
It's the unity of it that always maddens me. The fact they can just know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because I think that would be the way the animals are closer to reality in a sense than humans are, right? It's like humans, we have all this logic and reason. And we know how to make everything make sense. But they don't, birds and dogs and cats, they're not doing any of that at all. They just exist. And which one is more real? You know, it's up to you.
They got senses. They communicate.
Yeah.
I tell you, I had a German Shepherd for 11 years. It was half gray wolf, half German Shepherd. Sonny. That was my boy, man. That was my fucking guy. He was like, you got a dog, you got a cat. They talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Because they don't use words. I knew when he needed something to eat. I knew when he was uncomfortable. I knew when he had to take a piss. I knew just like we just communicate. It was like you communicated.
Yeah.
But they like, it's because they're not talking to us. I don't think they just exist. I think I'm like, I love animals, but
I think they're in
and they could sense energy.
Yes. Well, they're an example of consciousness.
Yeah.
I would say, like, they're just as conscious as anything else.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy how smart dogs and cats can lead to the relationships you can develop and stuff. You know, because I think like a quirky dog could change your life. You know, you meet a dog with like a real personality. that'll like change your whole perspective on everything. The cat too. Because I mean, like they just
shit. Even a bird, if you get the right bird.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because I mean, it's again an example of consciousness. It's like it expands so far beyond just what we are. And it blows my mind, dude. I mean, what the fucking ocean? I think is like an alien planet when you really think about it.
Alien planet.
And we don't know so much about the ocean.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything. I think it's like 90% of the ocean's unexplored, isn't it? And it's been that way forever. And you think like with modern technology, we'd be like, let's scan the ocean. No one's.
They just found a lake at the bottom. There's more water, but you can't penetrate it because it's at the bottom.
I remember reading that when I was younger.
That's a legit thing.
Because it's like, because I think it reminded me of the in SpongeBob when they're at the beach.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same thing.
That's pretty much it. That's exactly it.
And it's like twice as thick. It's like the water is thicker.
Go through it.
And what lives down there?
What's down there?
There might be some different.
And there's still shit down there before that you can't even see. I don't even. That scares me. I don't even want to.
I think if there's giant beasts like sea creatures, like there's gotta be. I mean, there's still those like rare octopi. Yeah, squid.
Squids are.
And it's like we've only seen this squid 3 times. Mm-hmm. We have 3 videos of this one squid, and that's it.
That's it.
And that's because we only started filming since what, the 50s, underwater. Like when did we start
60s,
filming
maybe,
squids?
60s.
So.
I mean, the Greeks were talking about them through paintings forever.
When people say, like, are aliens underwater? Like, do aliens live underwater? Well, first, I mean, fish might as well be aliens. But also, I mean, if they were underwater, we probably wouldn't know. If I was an alien, that's the first place I would hide. Because, like, why do the humans not look here? They're crazy. But it's also crazy to think about. I think the internet is all wired through the ocean. I think when they set up the internet, there's like internet lines that go all through the ocean.
That's through like
So like
internet, some electric.
How did they do that?
Gas.
Like how did they map out the bottom of the ocean to put the internet in like the 50s?
Shoot like a fucking what's the sonar?
Maybe
the bottom, and then you could see like, we could go up here. There's a thing here. There's a. I gotta think there's a ton of land.
Are you afraid to be underwater? I feel like I'm a pussy when it comes to like, if I was in a submarine, I was in the ocean, I would be scared.
I feel a submarine, it's a little claustrophobic.
Well, I'm talking like ocean, like deep sea. I mean,
I took a cruise. I've done some cruises. I don't like to be stuck. You're kind of just stuck.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you're gonna go when there's nothing
swim?
but water?
Do you swim when you're on the cruises? You go out and swim in the water?
If I'm in Greece with people and not on a big boat, like with just a couple of us, we rent like a small boat, then I will jump in the Mediterranean all day.
Oh, okay.
The Aegean all day.
Is the water nice?
It's beautiful.
Is it warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Except if you're in, where the hell were we? It was freezing. Naxos. Last summer, the silent Naxos, it was ice cold, but it felt good on the body.
Yeah.
It's 100 fucking degrees out, so you want to
don't
go into a warm pool.
I still haven't been to Miami. Isn't the Miami water, or like the Keys?
Because you're in Atlantic
Keys
Ocean,
water's hot.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Keys is like 80 degree water or something. And it's hot out. So it's hot out and you get in the hot ass water. And you're supposed to be enjoying it.
Got to enjoy it. Well, you would enjoy it because it'll even itself out at the end. Plus, lower, if you dive in a little more, it gets colder.
See, I've only really traveled a little bit like that. And like, it still trips me out. Like warmer water. I'm so used to this Midwestern cold.
Sucks out here.
Yeah, it sucks. You go somewhere with warm water, you're like, wait,
you're like,
what?
Wow. Yeah.
The beach is cool. Yeah, it's tolerable. It's fun. Yeah, there's no wonder all the homeless people are in California. It's the best place to be homeless ever. If I was homeless, I would travel cross country.
Because the weather's perfect all year round.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pacific, that ocean will beat the shit out of you. But
it's no wonder, But it's the weather.
It's just the weather. 70 degrees and sunny pretty much all the time.
I mean, it's literally, it's as if God just provided a little paradise. The fun part is that San Andreas Fault. Yeah. With the Tool album Enema.
Once that cracks.
You know the concept of the album Tool?
No, what's the...
So Tool's album Enema, the whole idea is that when the San Andreas Fault cracks, it will be as if an enema has been given to America
it shits
because it shits it out. That's the album.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a good one.
Because and it is inevitable. One of these days, LA is gonna fall right off. I mean, there was that rock movie. It was called San Andreas or something like that.
San Andreas or something like that. Yeah.
And the San Andreas Fault breaks, and he's got to save his family.
They had another one was Escape from LA.
Oh,
and it was like an earthquake.
That was the same
already
thing?
shit it off, and it's like a dystopia. LA's like this dystopia.
It's kind of like what is it? Yeah, is it Yellowstone? is the giant volcano, active volcano we got. Yellowstone, because one of these days, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those YouTube videos that explains it, but if it ever actually happens, it's like decay goes over the whole Earth.
It's going to be like Pompeii.
Yeah.
You're done. It's over.
It's one of those like disaster scenarios we could never. It's like basically a COVID again. That would be worse than COVID.
Than that.
Yeah.
At least you had sunlight during COVID.
And it's just one volcano. Like, one. When's the last time a super volcano went off? It's got to be hundreds and thousands of years ago, because the remnants of that are...
I could tell you the funny thing, biblically, the plagues in Egypt were caused by a massive volcano in Greece on Santorini Island. Santorini is a volcano.
Yeah.
And that fucker erupted and blacked out the sun and caused all the plagues in the Bible.
And you got to wonder, like, the survivors of the super volcano of the past. Like,
look at Pompeii. They're still digging up. They're, like, covered in... I mean, their bodies are... I mean, there's bodies, people fucking, people... guy was beaten off, right? Someone just an embrace, like a nice embrace with the wife and, like, family with the kids. And, I mean, that
and then there's the whole thing about...
Lava just comes and just...
Yeah.
Coach you.
And you ask, why would someone live there? Like, why would someone do it? But it's because
they didn't know.
Not only that, when I was reading, it's because it's like the perfect environment for wine.
Yeah, everything.
Like it creates this
food, fish, meat, lamb, everything.
And it's because it's next to the volcano. Like, it's strictly because of its like what's the word I'm looking for? Closeness, I guess, whatever the word is.
I could tell you that some of the best wine I ever drank was grown in volcanic rock.
There you go. Yeah, I believe it.
So good.
So good. It's probably worth dying for, huh?
I don't know if I'd die for it, but...
The people of Pompeii did.
I tried to smuggle some out before that thing went off. I don't think I'd live there, but but yeah.
Yeah. And then, what are the other films then? It was The Birds. What other stuff struck you?
So, we were a big movie house.
Okay.
Especially, like, my father liked a good film, my brother. So... I was lucky, even though I was so young, I get to watch some of these movies I probably should not have watched when I was a child. But when the Birds, so that time, that day, waiting for I think my dad had picked me up that day, and he's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "The Birds." He's like, "Huh, really?" He was like shocked. He
didn't think you'd be interested in something like that.
I was a kid. I'm watching Looney Tunes still.
Do you know how old you were? Do you remember?
6 or 7 years old.
Oh, you're younger than I thought. Okay.
And he's like, "Is it scaring you?" I'm like, I'm blown away. I'm like, no, this is great. He's like, "Huh, okay." So he's like, "How many times you watch this thing today?" I'm like, "Twice."
Yeah.
I watched this thing twice. I love it. And he's like, "Okay." And we get home, and the next day he's like, "Hey," it's like, "Let's watch a movie tonight." And we watched Zorba the Greek. So watching Zorba the Greek, and I was like blown away by this movie too. And I was just like, wow, I like this Zorba guy. Love this Zorba. Oh, God. Blown away by that. Then you're like watching Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of like, now I'm a kid. I don't really understand what the fuck is going on. I just know it looked beautiful. Yeah. And then you just remember these films and go back to them. So I always loved Hitchcock. Well, I think I watched Psycho with my brother. Like, he wanted me to watch it because he knew I liked The Birds so much. So I always loved Hitchcock. Always loved Marty Scorsese. And I'm going to tell you right now, 2 more directors Brian De Palma and fucking John Hughes.
It's Brian De Palma's Scarface, yeah?
Scarface
what
and
else?
Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Carlito's Way is one of my favorite films and one of my favorite books.
I've seen Scarface, and I've heard people say Carlito's Way is like a better... It's doing
better.
The same thing as Scarface, but better. Is that a good description?
It humanizes like a murderer drug dealer.
Okay.
Is what it does.
Because I try to not know too much about movies, so the magic's still there.
I'm not going to...
Give me a sweet sell, yeah.
I'm going to sweet sell you right now. If you want a crime movie, a very dark noir style, little bit of action, crime thriller with some comedy and a little like love story, this has it all.
Okay, a little bit of everything.
And it's fucking great. It is literally one of my favorite fills.
It came after Scarface, yeah?
I think it came after Scarface.
I think so.
But I could watch this again and again and again and again and again, and it'll never get old. And I could read the book 10 more times, it'll never get old.
Yeah.
And it's a two-parter. It's Carlito's Way is the first part. It's like his rise. They did a prequel. It was fucking god-awful. I was like, I watched it once. I'll never watch it. It's one I'll never watch again. Carlito's Way, Rise of Power. I mean, more power to these guys for getting a budget, but it's bad. It's bad. But the book is great. So Carlito's Way is, the first half is him coming up in the power and then going to jail. And then the second part of the book is called After Hours. That's the movie Carlito's Way. When he gets out of prison and he's trying to just navigate his life legitimately, and everything just keeps going wrong for this poor guy.
Okay. And so the film picks up on the second half of the book.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then John Hughes.
Love Hughes.
I mean, John Hughes, obviously.
Who, till this day, who is better? God rest this man's brilliant soul. Till this day, who is better at really capturing teenage angst?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Who the fuck who you are? Nobody. There'll never be another 16 Candles. There'll never be another Weird Science. There'll never be another Breakfast Club. Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, that's a good point.
These are just so great growing up on these. And I would love, it would be like a Sunday and TBS would have a John Hughes block, and my brother would be like, marathon, let's go. And he would hang out with me. And he was so much older than me. He didn't have to do this. Fucking kid's got a car, he's got a girlfriend, he's got all his friends. He don't got to hang out with me because it's a Sunday afternoon, and I'm waiting for my friends to get done whatever bullshit thing they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my house was a big movie house, especially it was really me and my father and my brother, big movie house.
Yeah, and you just see these movies growing up and all that.
And then I would always I would steal his Olympus 35 millimeter camera, and I would set up my toys and take pictures cinematic, and he'd be or I would just sneak pictures of it, and he'd be like, who took this?
Yeah.
I just, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. And then a buddy of mine's dad had this JVC VHS camera. And we stole it one day, and we were just shooting, messing around. And his dad, my buddy's dad, is like, this is pretty good. And we're like, can we use it to make, a movie? And he goes, how the hell are you going to do this movie? I'll figure it out. I figured it out. We just shot it, cut it on 2 VCRs with a tape deck to add music.
Yeah. When you said you were 13, right?
I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
Half-hour short film, total mafia movie, total terrible mafia movie. We stole shit from everything we saw. Then who was going to be in it? Me, my friends, is the childhood version of, and my brother was all about it. He's like, I'm gonna get 2 of my friends. We're down. We're doing this, and we did it in a weekend over a spring break, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
30 minutes isn't bad
Sunday.
for a first film. 30 minutes.
An hour was about a half an hour, yeah.
So you wrote the whole thing yourself, all that, or
yeah, me and my brother would chime in with something. He's like, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. He made this dummy out of we took this. My dad had this to snow blow this jumpsuit. This I think he used to use it for skiing. This onesie jumpsuit for wintertime. So we stuffed that with. My brother's idea was we're gonna stuff this with newspaper, make it look like a dummy. Then he goes out, buys a couple watermelons, which we could put a garbage bag over the guy's head in the trunk and smash his head with the fucking shovel, make it look. But it was you could tell it's fake. There's no arms, there's no hands, there's no feet.
Yeah,
there's just a fucking jeans and a sweatshirt over this fucking dummy. But we did this crazy.
That's smart.
Shit,
that's a smart way to do it.
Yeah,
that's smart for a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
because I feel that type of mentality is a filmmaking mentality.
Yeah, you got to come up with how do you come up with this? And then we kept using that dummy for other stupid bits. I grew up in Rosemont. It's northwest side of Chicago, right by O'Hare.
Okay.
So we would just we kind of had a little freedom to just have some fun because we grew up with a lot of the policemen and kids and everything. As long as we weren't breaking anything, we were okay. So I'd be like, Jim, let's take the dummy and let's do something, throw it off this parking garage. He'd be like, let's go, get in the car. and he'd be all about it and go and to this day he's my biggest supporter, biggest fan, my brother. Yeah.
And after that, when is the next film from when you're 13?
Oh my God! So there was a lot of discouragement for me wanting to do this. So I had a little hiatus until high school. So it was probably my senior year. I needed a couple more. Like I was an honor roll. I was like so bored. Like there was nothing. What am I take an art like draw? I don't draw. I don't know how to draw. I'm like Scorsese. I'll stick figure storyboard. I'm not a good drawer. I could paint nice, but I can't draw. So I needed something. I wanted something to do, and my guidance counselor was like, "You need a couple more credits. Like your grades are here. You just need a couple more credits." I'm like, nothing interests me. Like I'm not interested in anything. She's like, "Well, we have this class at this other high school, and I had friends at this high school, so I knew people there." And they're like, "It's a TV production class. I have this small TV." I'm like, "Get the fuck out!" I'm like, "I could go and take this?" She's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Sign me up." I went. The teacher was amazing. John Cogney was his name. Amazing. He was like also an independent filmmaker. Like, and this is still when the video stores are still out. So like, you could go to some local video stores and find his movies like to rent at these. It was really cool. And it was like it had like a little TV studio with a couple TVs in there. Had these like editing bays, and our first assignment was to make like a Christmas video. So I just edited a bunch of these Christmas movies together to Sinatra's "Let It Snow."
Oh, nice.
And it just everything was like on point.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Do you use this program before, right?" I don't even know what the fuck this is. No, I'm just taking VHS.
And it's just an editing exercise, pretty much.
Just an editing exercise.
Huh.
Then we get assigned to do another short film, like for the midterm. So, and I think because I didn't actually go to the school, like I just was like, it was like a work program, right? I would come from my high school, go here. He gives me like this piece of shit digital camera, and I think it's honest to God because I didn't go to the school, so he knows what the hell I'm doing with this stuff, right? Piece of shit digital camera. This tripod barely, like the neck barely stayed up. We had to like duct tape it to stay. It was awful. And I make this other kind of like mafia movie. And it was like this detective film. And again, my brother's in it. His friend's in it. My buddies are in it. One of this girl I was dating's in it. I made my mother like cook all this food, like pasta, sausage, chicken cutlets, all this food for like one scene. I put my dad in it as like the chief of police, like, and I would stay late to edit this. Like I'd be like, "How late are you going to be here?" Because I was taking it so seriously because it was kind of like that little kid in me kind of came back alive, where he was dormant for a while, you know, like. And he's like, "I'll be here till this time." Fine. Can I stay till you leave? This motherfucker calls my father and he's like, "Are you helping your kid with this project?" My dad's like, "The movie?" It's like, "This son of a bitch has me up at 6 a.m. on a fucking Saturday. The film's I gotta put a suit on." He's like, "This is all him." He's like, "I'm blown away by this. You gotta see this when it's done." So then he entered my film and a couple others in like this high school film festival, and I ended up winning like this platinum award. And now the final's coming. We have to make another short film. So I'm like, I'm going to do a comedy. I'm going to do this comedy. And now I get the good Canon XLR. What was it? The XLR1? Remember the big white Canon camera? Now I get this good tripod monitor. Now we trust him. It's like, carte blanche. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so much fun. And my brother I was working there too part-time, but Rosemont had this health club. Was like everyone's like kind of like first job like at this health club. So it was like my brother. Well, he was like bagging groceries at Dominic's, then working at this health club like as a teenager. So he was working there, and then I was like working there part time because I was in school. And I'm like, we should do we had so many funny stories just working at this health club. I was like, "Do you think we get away with filming at the health club like when it's closed?" And the director of the club was like, "Your brother has to be here. Like your brother has to be with you, and you just don't break anything." That was like the whole thing. Don't ruin anything. Don't break anything. So I write this comedy that literally the whole thing takes place at this health club. And yeah, we go to another festival for that one too, like in high school, and it was great. And then after that, it was like I didn't look back. And tons of short films. And then how do you monetize this? There was really no internet back then. Like you couldn't put it anywhere, right? Got to try to find something to submit it to, and then it was kind of like, how can I make a couple bucks? Then my dad's like, you should film this for my friend. He's got this thing, and they could figure it out when you're done. And I'm like, okay, well, I have nothing to edit on. Now I got nothing to edit on.
Yeah.
So I'm stalking this teacher because he went to another high school with a bigger film program. I'm like, you got to I got to get on this. I got to use this computer, and I got to edit this. I got nothing to edit on. And that's when I learn about like Final Cut Express and Final Cut, and I'm like falling in love with Final Cut.
Yeah.
I'm not even in film school yet. Like I'm going for just bachelor's degree and university, and I'm like a local university, and I'm like, I gotta get a computer. And my brother's wife, but girlfriend at the time, she had an iMac, and I would go to her parents' house. No joke. They would just give me the garage code. I would go into her father's like den and just edit shit.
Yeah.
And they very supportive people. They're amazing people. My sister-in-law and her family are great.
Why didn't you just get your own computer? You just couldn't?
I didn't know enough about it, what to get. That was the problem. So I was just trying to learn.
Yeah.
Like the Mac she had at the time was the old school one, was like a white base with this little arm and then a flat screen. Mm-hmm. It's not that powerful. So even the computer I had, I cut 2 features on this thing. The render time was still, I mean, not like now. Now it's like you're done. You render 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Export 2 seconds. We shot a 2-hour feature film that we got distribution for in 2007. And to render that thing out was like, how many hours? Like 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. You better pray that fucker don't crash. So you kind of got to be around for it. And this was built like a shit brick house at the time.
Yeah.
Like it was powerful for the time and still not that powerful. So and it's constantly learning because everything's constantly changing. Now we use Premiere.
Yeah.
Which is just like the old Final Cut 7. So like, the tools are still there. Like the quick keys are still there. But it's just so much like these laptops now. Like, you just bring the laptop with us. We'll film, cut while we're going. And it's so fast and seamless now. It's wild.
I need a laptop. Because, I mean, like, a lot of it is the streamlining of it and being able to take it around and do things like that. I mean, my computer's great. I think the one thing that slows me down is exactly that, is render times. I don't think people realize.
They don't
They have no idea. Because that is maddening.
Yeah.
You have one cut and, okay, this cut's good.
Yeah.
Let's wait 8 hours till the cut's done so we can see it
That's
for real.
How it used to be. It was so bad. Now it's like done.
So I wonder, though, because like with my GPU that I have, it's from about like 2022. It's an RTX, I want to say 2070 Super. And it still takes me, like, if I had like a 3.5 hour podcast, and maybe it's the effects because it's the sharpening.
Oh, it's definitely
truly
the effects.
It's the sharpening. I mean, but to me, you cannot have no sharpening.
No,
I mean, how I
it.
shoot this is there's zero sharpening on the camera because the GoPro doesn't have great built-in sharpening.
Yeah.
And then I have a plugin like Sapphire, because Sapphire's got a bunch of FX for Premiere.
Yeah.
And their sharpen looks fantastic. And so I just use that. And if I didn't have that on this, it would look like blurry garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
It really looks that much different. And also, one pro tip that I learned is even though I shoot it in 1080p, if I render it in 2K, and even if I put the file in 2K, like, and then I blow up to frame size, so the 1080 is being interpreted as 2K, and then you sharpen it at 2K, it looks better than if you sharpen it at 1080p, because in the FX's mind, there's double the amount of pixels, so it's sharpening twice as many pixels. And then also you got the YouTube bitrate bullshit, where it's like you might as well upload in either 2K or 4K, even if it's not in 2K or 4K, because of the way YouTube compresses. Like I think it's 45,000 megabytes per second on YouTube. So there's all this. But all that to say, if I had like a 3-hour podcast and all that sharpening, I feel like it would take like, dude, that's 7 hours we're talking about again.
Take you a minute.
It's like, I swear to God, if my cat sits on top of that computer, but I mean, I just accept it, I just click it. Okay, tonight before I go to bed, click that.
Click it, walk away, check on it later.
And it's rendering like these podcasts. It's not. It maddens me that people will record podcasts and do no effects. They don't sweeten it up. They don't make it sound good. Like it should be like NPR. You have an opportunity.
Work on the audio.
The audio. It's a
very important.
Podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to sound good.
Yep.
Half the people aren't even looking at the video. The video's just there.
Oh yeah.
You just need the video to have it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like there'll be podcasts that'll be like comedians and they'll do visual gags, but like for the most part, the videos just exist so you can have clips.
Yep.
The audio is the most important thing.
Exactly.
And so many like small lower end podcasts, they just don't even like, or comedians that are just trying to do one, or anybody you're seeing start a podcast, they don't have any intro into music production or sound production. And I'm blessed in that I've always produced my own music, so I know these things. But oh my God, like just and then if you'll hear from sound engineers like who are hired to make podcasts sound good, all these mistakes people make in recording the audio. So you just people will ruin it before you can even get going, and
exactly.
It's stuff like that where when you take your time and when you strive for perfection, that's when you have to sit around and painstakingly, look at every little detail.
Exactly.
It's worth it, but you got to take your time.
It's worth it, but very tedious.
Very tedious, but it's like I feel like you can tell when a film was uninspired and a film didn't have much idea behind it, and when a film was really like, we wanted to make this. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes a great filmmaker, a great director. Like, you need that energy on a set to get everybody to want to even do this. And I think it's like, when you see people talk about, oh, this actor had a bad performance or this movie was bad, a lot of that is probably just, there was just the whole energy in the air was off.
Sucked.
Yeah.
That's why I love Tarantino. I saw a clip of Tarantino on one of his sets yelling at everyone. And he's just trying to boost morale. He goes, why are we here? We're here because we love making movies.
I think he does that on all of his sets.
All his sets. Because he's just got to boost everyone up. I mean, if you're going overtime and this guy's fucking shooting in the middle of the winter and pulling out nowhere to get one shot, you know what I mean? Like, it's happening. And
well, and you can tell that he cares. I can see
like the cast and crew, and he does care, and he's that would be another director that's a top director of mine. It's Tarantino.
The problem with Tarantino is that people don't understand is that he's so good because he's so opinionated. So when he comes out and talks shit about Paul Dano, like the public reacts like, oh my God, I can't believe he said this. I'm thinking like, have you guys ever listened to Quentin Tarantino talk for like 20 minutes before? He's so opinionated.
So opinionated and so
also
passionate.
He was talking to the guy who wrote American Psycho, Bret Easton Ellis, and he's known for having like controversial takes. So it was... He had a bad influence in front of him is what happened. Somebody was like, tell me more about why you don't like Paul Dano poking the bear. Quentin Tarantino's probably chomping at the bit, ready to go.
Every second of it. He's loving every second of it.
Honestly, I didn't like the way the public reacted because why can't we talk shit every now and then? Come on. It should be a little competitive.
Should be a little something.
It should be nice for Quentin. Quentin Tarantino doesn't have to like Paul Dano.
No.
Why does he got to like him?
Doesn't have to like him. It's a free country. You don't got to like anybody you don't want to like.
I don't get it. And like, I like Paul Dano. I think he's all right. But I can understand why a Quentin Tarantino might not like a Paul Dano.
Sure.
He probably looks at him as like a flat actor.
Oh, yeah.
Like just kind of a flat guy.
One-dimensional.
Yeah. It was interesting. What was more interesting is the stray that Matthew Lillard caught at the end of that. Because he said like he put him in the same category as actors like Matthew Lillard and somebody else. And I just thought, what do Tarantino doesn't like Matthew Lillard? He probably thinks he overacts. That would be my guess.
Probably.
Because I think Matthew Lillard is fantastic, but I could see how he gets into that Nicolas Cage-esque territory.
Sure. God, I love Nick Cage.
But he's another one where I would fight to the death for Nick Cage.
I love Nick Cage. That's like a man actor that could do no wrong.
Yeah. Well, when I acted for that role...
Did you see... Oh, my God. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of movie. Fuck is it called?
Are you talking about the one Mandy or something like that?
No, Mandy's fucking brilliant. I fucking love Mandy.
But it wasn't that.
This is something... Matt, can you look this up? This Cage movie, something Wonderland, Willy's Wonderland, maybe?
Oh, but it was the off-brand Five Nights at Freddy's. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
But he does not...
I think it was A24, right? Maybe?
I don't know if it was A24.
Okay.
He doesn't say a word.
Oh, no dialogue.
Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland. He does not say a word through this whole. He just grunts.
Huh.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I was like, this is the worst, greatest movie I've ever seen. And he gets like, he's got a credit card. Oh, he gets a flat. Tow truck comes, tows the car. Goes to pay with a credit card. He goes, oh yeah, we don't take that. Cash only. He goes, he doesn't have any cash. It's like, well, I got to wait for you to make some money, and you could pay me when you're done. So I'll work on your car. You go do this overnight job, and he's supposed to clean up this Willy's Wonderland like a Five Nights at Freddy's deal with the animatronics, and these fucking things are alive and killing you, and he's just killing them, but he's doing the work.
Yeah.
Because he's got to get the money to pay for this fucking car so he can get out of there. And he doesn't talk, and it's fucking hilarious. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching that.
And so is it a lot of physical acting from him then?
Yeah.
And Nick Cage, I mean, he's phenomenal.
He's so great.
He's great because he believes in what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you can say whatever you want about him. You can hate on his style, but what he does is effective,
He's
and he
fucking
believes in it.
brilliant. I love him so much.
I mean, one of my favorite moments in a film ever is like the first couple minutes of Face Off when he grabs the
God.
girl's ass in the
Yes.
church.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best moments in a film.
So great.
Because, like, you got to imagine, nobody really expected that from him. He just kind of gave them that, you know? I mean, I can't even do the face.
Was this like sexually depraved maniac. And
and that whole film, I mean, that whole film is some peak Nick Cage. I mean, I want to take his face off. Yeah. It's all so good.
So great.
I mean, and National Treasure. That's another great Nick Cage. When you steal the Declaration of Independence. The Rock.
That era, that early era Cage, early 90s.
Yep. Ghost Rider
Cage
kind of fills it.
best.
Ghost Rider's kind of the tail end of like
That was
peak Cage.
That really was.
Yeah, because that's where it was kind of ending, and
Then
we
it's
were
falling. Then it was started falling off.
because we still had him.
Shit.
That's like
Still had 'em.
2006.
Something like
8?
that. It's back.
It's in there because that was
in there.
early superhero films, early all that.
Yeah, that was like when they were Marvel was like putting those out there, and they were so corny.
I'm amazed that
Like
they
the
haven't.
Punisher and Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
But
like
we've come full circle now, where they're
full
trying to
circle
bring
now.
this stuff back. Like it was corny then, but I think
But
now
I
it's
think-
nostalgic.
but now they got at least Marvel has like the recipe.
Yeah.
If they just follow this Iron Man recipe,
So do you
they're going to
think?
be successful.
So what do you think the forecast is? Looking at Marvel, you know, we're at the point now. You know, Avengers: Doomsday comes out at the end of the year. We got a good 6 months or so.
Something like- yeah.
What do you think the forecast is? Like, if you were to predict how it's going to go, what do you think?
I think there's going to be a lot of talent on screen. And it's, honest to God, it's going to be great or it's going to fucking suck.
You think it's either or?
It's either or. I don't think there's going to be oh yeah, that was good. I think it's going to be wow. Or it's going to be like, all right, can we finish this already? I don't think there's going to be a middle ground here.
You don't think, though?
I think there's a lot happening.
Even if that was the truth, and people were like, that wasn't good, you don't think that there's enough like Marvel diehards at this point that it would just carry on no matter what? Like even if the movie wasn't that strong,
it's Marvel.
Yeah,
so it probably will.
I think it's like the same Star Wars thing, where Star Wars can make
and
anything.
You're always gonna watch it because
Yeah.
it's Star Wars. I think you're gonna always have those fans, no matter what. DC's gonna have them. You're gonna have them.
But because I think if it was bad, I don't know if the public would. It would have to be so
It's gotta
bad.
be so bad.
I
But
think what's going to happen.
A lot of their shows that are supposed to be tie into all this. A lot of them there's some of them I haven't seen. I just haven't had time. There's so much shit to watch.
That's what I think.
And then I just read these reviews and I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Why am I watching a zero?
And a lot of people are hate watching it.
And then it's
or
kind
they're
of like,
watching.
I don't even like this character.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I dig the Daredevil series, but it's so slow.
Yep.
Just give me the act, give me the people, give me the action already.
Well, you know why it's slow?
Let's go.
Because it's the whole formula. It's everything. It's like the commodification. So what drives me insane is you had it. You guys had it. Phase 1 through 3, So strong.
Yeah.
I think that Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, not perfect movies. They especially Endgame. I think Endgame takes some shortcuts.
I liked Infinity War.
But I think they're both great films. Like, I think they're great, but I don't think they're perfect. But I think and for what they're trying to achieve, go ahead and show me something better. Like, they did an amazing thing. And they basically took the format of television and the format of comic books and translated that into a cinematic form.
They got the recipe.
It was amazing because I used to, growing up, like, I loved the game Kingdom Hearts. I like the idea of, like, Super Smash Bros. I like the idea of taking different IPs and blending them and making it this one big thing. And that was the thing I liked to do as a kid. And seeing that happen in real time was so cool.
That's awesome.
Because now it's normal. Now it's all these extended universes and this and that. But that was so cool to see happen for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And, that's the first, like, post-credits scene thing where, you got to stick around. You got to stick around. And it became, after Phase 3, after you got the last Avengers movie, it becomes TV shows. It becomes, let's stretch every single idea we had already. We're going to turn it into a show. So, and you ask, why are these shows slow? Because they're movies. Because they're movies that we've turned into a show, and we figured out, okay, so we have the regular plot. Now let's put in a bunch of bullshit that doesn't really matter to pad it out. And that's what WandaVision was. That's what all these early shows, Loki, it's what Loki was. If it was a movie, and how you said you didn't keep up with the shows, you and everybody else. Because why did you guys go to shows? If you would have kept doing movies, the audience would have stayed and they would have kept up. Because we're all doing that. We're all going to go out to the theater and see the new, but we're not all going to tune in to the TV show. And really, the first time it really made me mad was when I was seeing the new Doctor Strange movie. And so, if you hadn't seen WandaVision, you don't know who these kids are.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what any of this Wanda stuff is.
You have no clue.
And you're expected to know that to understand the film. And not only that, it gets even dumber. Because if you had seen WandaVision, it doesn't make sense. Because now she's the villain. And she had a heel turn at the end of the show, but it wasn't like that.
Exactly.
So, you know why? Because they wrote these things at the same time, and they're trying to cross-communicate, and they got all this, it's just studio bullshit. And it's all what? It's all money and people in suits and boardrooms getting in the way of genuine storytelling.
But there was a ton of writers that never read one comic book. How the fuck you hire somebody that doesn't know what they're writing? So they're just making it up on the fly. Oh, this guy shoots arrows. Okay.
But I think early on, that wasn't it. Early on, when it was like Iron Man, all these.
Favreau didn't fuck around, dude. That's another guy, Jon Favreau. I mean, I grew up on Swingers. Like, come on, your money, baby. You don't even know it. Like, the early Vince Vaughn Favreau, like, he's a great director. That guy's another passionate, brilliant filmmaker. Just the story behind him getting Elf done.
Oh, really?
Amazing.
There's a story behind that?
Oh, my God. Okay, so there's a show on Netflix called The Movies That Made Us.
I've seen that. I only saw the first season. How many seasons are there now?
There's like 2 maybe, but there's one with Elf.
The first season was awesome.
Elf was so great. All of them were about Home Alone. Johnny Hughes with the Home Alone thing.
Yeah.
Was pretty much letting Chris Columbus fail. And he didn't fucking fail.
So what is it with Elf, though?
It was hard to make. No one wanted to really finance it, so it was like very low budget. They had to use a lot of old like cinema tricks, like perspective and forced perspective and things like that. So like when Will Ferrell's like really big and the elves are really small, like forced perspective, like old school techniques to really get this thing going. But like I think everyone thought it was gonna suck, and it just became now it's a cult. Now it's a classic. It's a classic Christmas movie.
Arguably Will Ferrell's greatest film.
Amazing in that. Well, I don't know, man. Anchorman was. So was Old School. Old School, I lost that. I saw that in the theater. I would died.
But
they don't make comedies like that anymore. And they interviewed Vince Vaughn too. What's that show with the Hot Wings?
Oh, Hot Ones.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best interviewers
Vaughn
ever.
Was on there.
Yeah.
And he pretty much is like, people are so scared to touch these old style and they're known to sell. That's the problem. Like I can tell you right now, if you put a Superbad out today, you're gonna.
Did you see the movie
sell.
Blockers? Did you see that? It was John Cena.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was kind of.
Prom,
I
right?
thought that was it. I thought that was a good example of what comedy films can do now if they want to try to do that. Because it felt like the tone of like a super bad-ish.
Yeah.
Because and also the premise is kind of raunchy. It's like we want to stop our kids from having sex on their prom night, so we're gonna follow kids around and
stalk our children.
There's literally a scene where she's like in the room and her kid's about to.
Oh yeah, she's like crawling through, fucking ninja flipping, trying to get at her. Oh yeah.
So you think about the premises in the film, and that is like stuff you're getting away with, right? And I think you need films like that. I mean, a Pineapple Express. Like, where's all these? I mean. It really goes back to the whole problem with, like, it's funding. It's how do we, and I think the way you fix it is you get big name comedians to make good comedy films, and that's where we're at. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Like right now, Theo Von and David Spade, they have a movie that's just about to come out. It's called Bus Boys.
Okay.
And I hope it does well, because if it doesn't, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we need these movies to bring us out of this pit.
Yep.
Because otherwise, I mean, I think recently there was not Airplane, but what was it? It was a revival of those movies from the Inspector.
Oh, Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like the new one, no? So a lot of people said it was like the originals. You didn't like it, no? So I didn't see it. So why didn't you like it?
I don't know. It was too.
You felt it felt too modern?
I think it was not like the original. It was not like the original all to me. There was a couple gags in there that you're like, okay, but now you're just recycling the gag.
See, this is what
I'm
I
not
hate.
a big fan of a remake.
It's whenever I see an IP get picked, this is how I kind of feel about it. This is like my overall theory. I think if you take out the original creator, no matter what it is, it's always going to feel like fan fiction.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single
That's like someone trying to redo like Young Frankenstein, not Mel Brooks, dude.
But every time you want it to happen, every time you're like, no,
you get
they
excited.
can bring it back.
Sometimes you get excited, and it just, Hollywood needs to just not be. I mean, this is what I don't get. I understand inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, you get inspired by something. The short film that we have out right now, that's in the film. It's like in the film festival circuits now, called Rerun. It's a comedy adventure story. It's a short odyssey of two friends searching for an item.
Yeah.
And running into a ton of shit along the way, And you could do that 30,000 times and still make it funny, right? You're just getting inspired by something else that did it before. So just let someone try something new. Why do you got to use the same name and the same character and the same this and same that? I understand if you got a franchise like the original Naked Guns, but end it there. We don't need a new. I don't need a new Naked. I don't need a new Naked Gun. I don't need a new, I don't need a like Anchorman 3 's supposed to be coming out. I don't think I need Anchorman 3.
I think
I need a new Will Ferrell movie.
But they're not. I think that they're thinking bottom line ticket sales right here,
They're
right now.
Totally thinking that.
And
but
that's
then what happens is they lose money.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Well, make something new.
And you can make things new. Like, this is something I always say is I don't think audiences are any dumber than they've ever been. I think audiences are as stupid as you treat them to be.
Absolutely.
And the problem is that these things are being made that are. It's like they're trying to dumb audiences down, and they're trying to bring down the standard.
Oh, yeah.
And if you do that long enough, audiences will learn to accept that. But it's not as if they've gotten dumber. It's just that they've learned to accept that this is good enough. And I think a lot of it is too, like you look at these like video game adaptations, like when an IP thing comes along. The problem is it's not even people who are fans of the original IP who are making the thing. So almost always it's like a spit in the face of the original thing. Like, it's subversion for subversion's sake. Oh, we know that you guys wanted this, so we're going to do the opposite instead. We're about to get Girl James Bond. That's going to be the next one, and we'll see how that goes. Because it's just like nobody who was into James Bond ever thought, it would be awesome if James Bond was a girl. And it's like, I get the idea, but it's all this flipping of an IP, and it happens inevitably every time. Just make something new. Or if you really want to do that, you really want to do like the originals, then do your make sure you do your very best to respect what it was, because that's what the people who are the fans of the original thing want. Who are you making this for? Yeah. If you make a modernized version and you change everything, who is this for? Because the people who like the original thing are not going to like it.
They're not going to like it.
And you're making it for this like imaginary modern, and it's really the lowest possible denominator. It's like when you talk about like a Minecraft movie, because these video game movies are the trend right now, and I hate it because they're all the same movie.
Same movie.
The Mario movie annoys me because that was a great opportunity for you to give voice actors a real chance to shine in a big budget film, and kids don't give a shit. A kid's gonna see a Mario movie no matter if Chris Pratt's the voice actor or the OG Mario's the voice actor.
Yeah, because they don't know, because
they don't give a
Mario.
fuck, dude.
The kids are looking at Mario.
Who are you casting this movie for? Who's the audience? Like, what are we doing?
Well, I'll tell you who they're casting the voices for. Me to go take my niece and nephew to go see.
Exactly. Because I would argue that is not boosting the ticket sales the way that they think it's boosting. And they're thinking short term.
Sure.
Because if you want to make the real Mario movie, fucking do your very best to make the Mario movie. And the second one, because I think the first one people thought, okay, that wasn't great, but we'll accept it. The second one, now everybody's saying it's not even a movie.
I liked the first Mario movie.
Did you see the second one?
We saw the second one together, and I
heard people didn't.
And I love the Easter eggs in it.
You like that?
That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: is like as an adult, I'm 41.
Yeah.
So I grew up. I grew up with the arcade Mario. We went through tubes and a jump on turtles and shit. And then Nintendo with the Mario 1, but I enjoyed, like, for me, I know you could probably say the same thing. It was so nostalgic for us. Mm-hmm. And then for me to, like, when my brother bought my nephew, like, a Switch, I don't know when I got him the Mario. I got him Mario Kart. I'm like, let's fucking play these games, dude.
Yeah.
And then you get him the vintage ones, and he's like, this is so much harder than the new one. I'm like, you don't even know. We didn't have no joystick, dude. Up, down, left, right. That's all we had. And you see, like, my nephew be like, Uncle Nick, this is fucking cool. So I don't know. I had a different. But I thought it was great.
Did you like the content of the film?
Yeah.
Or do you think it was the nostalgia?
I think it was all of it.
You think it was all of it?
The story was good. I love fucking Jack Black. My niece and I still sing Peaches.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
But the second one, second one was a lot of nostalgia for me.
Okay.
Because they had like villains from like Mario 2, that like Acid Dream fucking Mario game. Like, I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay.
And then just little Easter eggs here and there. Like I'm slapping him. I'm like, you fucking see that? And you're like, yeah. So you know what I mean? Like it was. I liked them. I did. I enjoyed them.
This is the thing that gets me, because I think this is what's happening with Marvel too. This is what I worry about. Is I think they know how to push nostalgia buttons so well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the marketing thing moving forward, I think, is we're not inventing new things. We're going to... It's kind of like when Star Wars came back and no new planets were invented, and it was all the same planets.
Yeah.
Like, now they're just marketing the new Avengers as so-and-so will return, so-and-so will return.
But here's the thing,
and it's like, these are all people we were supposed to be moving on from.
But here's the thing, though. I would read the comics.
And they would always return.
They always fucking come back, man. Yeah. Like... I remember when Todd McFarlane got hired at Marvel and like brought back Spider-Man.
Yep.
Came out with Carnage, now you get some new villains, and his animation was fantastic. They took it to this darker level. Like I'd like to see a Todd McFarlane version of Spider-Man.
Well, a funny thing about the comics too is how they always come up with resets, right? Yeah. You always have to find a way to reset the character.
It, but at least, but there's always a different version of it.
Yep.
Which I think is cool. DC, Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League, I really liked it.
Yeah?
I really liked it.
You like the 4:3 ratio?
I understood why he did that, because we watched that together when they released it, and we were like, was my TV fucked up? Like I was
really?
4:3.
You didn't know that was...
I didn't know it was going to be 4:3, but then we did the... What did he say why he did it? Was like the ad,
but is to give the characters more like presence.
Yeah, more presence on the film instead of focusing on something over here. You're focused more on the characters.
It is more classic.
It was stylistic.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was cheaper to cut like, but it was more like a stylistic thing. But
it's interesting with those movies, like, 'cause they did that with Dune too, and it's like you're actually cutting off like millions of dollars at a certain point.
I like a wide shot, man.
Me too.
I like those, like that Lawrence of Arabia on the fucking duck. Come on, man, it's beautiful, like a Kubrick and a fucking Space Odyssey, if a Barry Lyndon, those wide shots are
my God,
so stunning. So, but I understand like we had an idea for like a movie, and I'm like, we got to shoot. I'm like, I would like to actually shoot this on a VHS tape.
Yeah,
for the look of it, but I'm probably not going to do that. But I would probably say because it's based in the 90s, I would want it to be 4:3. Yep. Stylistic choice, because if this came out in the 90s,
I think 4:3 is one of those things.
For the TV, it's going to be 4:3.
Yeah, if you do 4:3, I think you should be shooting it like that from the jump. Like
yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's odd, this idea of like having two different versions
and then cropping into it.
Yeah, like it should be everything is framed intentionally.
It'll totally be framed like that. That's the
way to go.
That's the thought. That's what I would want to do.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whereas like I just feel like this idea of like creating different cuts and different versions, it's almost like one of them's the real one.
Sure.
That was the original vision and everything. And I don't know if you've heard about this, but like the way they shot Gladiator 2 was like this, because the guy who edited it was so upset about it. He kind of denounced the movie.
Oh shit!
Because he was so upset with the way. I think it was either the lighting guy. It was somebody who worked on set.
Okay.
And he came out in a podcast because somebody asked him about it, about Ridley Scott, and he's like, because he didn't want to sign off on it because he knew how it looked.
Wow.
And the reason he said that is because it's kind of shocking how blunt he was about it. Because he said, like, I've worked with Ridley Scott in the first one, and I don't know if he's gotten, like, softer throughout the years or what. Like, that's kind of how he put it, is I don't know if Ridley Scott's gotten lazier.
Okay.
But what he does now is he'll do 3 different angles for one scene. And that fucks over all, like, the lighting people and it, because now we can't light the shot right. Because there's 3 different cameras we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, normally, I have a camera on you. We all know what it's going to look like.
Yeah. But
now we're talking about we want to get 3 different shots so that way the guy in the editing room later can do whatever he wants.
Well, depending on the shot.
But this is every scene. It's not just one scene.
Shots, because we'll set up, like if we're like crunched on time, we'll set 3 cameras up and light for it, but we'll just do close up, wide shot.
But I think
now you're shooting 4K, so you can punch in on whatever you need to punch in on.
Yeah.
For an extreme, but we'll set. It's not.
I don't think it's abnormal.
It's not abnormal, but if he's. It depends on how I don't know anything about this.
I think what would happen is if he used to not do that and now he does that, you lose a lot of that aesthetic choice. That's true. Because it's like the director, I don't think he can stay on top of all 3 cameras all at once and make sure.
He's got to live in Video Village then.
Yeah, and he's got to be. If you were talking about
directors don't live in Video Village.
Every single scene you're doing that, like not just one scene where it's dialogue. We're talking everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's the wrong principle. I think it's like following the idea of excess is best. We need as much as possible so that way later we can do. When really it's like maybe just the one solid. Like if you're doing 3 different cameras, you should be doing that for a reason.
Sure.
You should know exactly what each of these shots are supposed to be.
Mr. Scott was doing it for a reason.
Who knows? Because I think
around a long.
What was shocking was the way the guy was talking about it. It's like he must have really been upset by this. Because who would work with the? It makes you look bad, and everybody knows if you're in the industry and you just come out and talk shit about Ridley Scott.
That's a problem. I'm gonna look into this now because now I'm really curious. And
it was right when the movie came out. Is when it all happened.
I only saw one time. That was like
the second one or the first one.
The first one was amazing.
Yeah, the first one's classic.
The second one was like, it's another one of those. Did we really need it?
And it's Ridley.
I would have loved for Ridley Scott to have made a whole different movie, a whole new movie.
Yep.
Give me something fucking new, man.
Yeah.
Like I was actually happy that Scorsese did Wolf of Wall Street. I loved Wolf of Wall Street, and it's total Marty style. But it's not a gangster flick.
Nope.
And I like The Irishman. Now, I don't think I would have used 80-year-old Robert De Niro to play a younger man. I would have did the Goodfellas. He starts off and Henry's a fucking young kid, and then he grows up to be Ray Liotta.
Yeah, and you just accept it. Yeah.
No, really, but like I would have casted some new young guys just for the part of when they were young.
Yeah.
When they're 50, then you could be 50. But like the scene where he throws a guy through the window and he kicks him. Did you see how
that's the one everybody makes fun of.
It's like I get it. You need to have it in there to really develop the animal that Sheeran was. But I mean, come on, like. You could have did a just for that little piece, and then have the guys be the rest of it throughout the movie.
And honestly, it's probably because Martin Scorsese wanted to work with his buddies.
Oh, absolutely.
That's probably what it was.
I mean,
someone probably said that to him, and he's like, "No." And everybody's wondering why, but we
have all
this
technology now. Just make him look younger.
He keeps rationalizing. It's like, Marty, come on, man.
But I mean, I'm not. I like the movie. I've watched it. I saw it at the theater.
And it's a good flip on that formula. Like I think it's a good. It's nice to see kind of a wrap on that whole, because it kind of feels like it's closing the lid on that and giving us a final Goodfellas-esque movie to really bask in. Yeah, you know, you got all these solid Scorsese guys we know throughout the years.
Everybody.
Yep. And so. And also, it's an epic in a sense because it's so long.
3 hours or something.
4 hours, I think.
Is that a 4?
Everybody was talking about how long it was.
3.5. I don't mind.
I want to say it was almost
a long
4.
movie, man. If I got nothing to do, I don't give a shit, man. I do a marathon anyway. If I have the luxury to, this is not a joke, man. If I get the luxury to sit down in my place by myself, no one fucking bothering me, I will watch movies all day, all night. I won't even open the fucking blinds. Pitch black in my place. I don't even want to be like Vegas. I don't even want to know what fucking time it is. I just want to watch movie after movie after movie after. And I will watch movies that I've seen 10 million times. Yeah. Don't care.
I've noticed that I'll because I'll have a movie I'm in the middle of, I'm watching, and I can't push play unless I'm ready to put away time, because I'll think I'm just gonna watch a little bit, then I'll walk the dog.
Because you're watching it.
Oh yeah, I get sucked in.
Do you remember the movie with? Oh god, what a great actor! There'll never be another one of him. Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah, what movie?
The Game.
I still haven't seen it, but that is like one of Fincher's best movies. Yeah,
it is so good. Yep. That's another one I'll watch 100 million.
The
times.
90s, 94, somewhere around there. Yeah.
When I first saw this movie, it was I think it was on HBO or TNT, or it was on something. And I'm in high school on a Friday night, ready to go out with I'm waiting to be picked up by my friend to go out with some really beautiful girls. And this movie comes on, and I'm like, and I already love fucking Michael. At this point, whatever fucking how old I was, I'm like, fucking Michael Douglas is come on, Romancing the Stone, Wall Street. I'm like, I gotta check this out real quick, right? I know nothing about this movie.
Yeah.
15 minutes into this, I call my friend, I go, I can't go out. He goes, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, can't go. He goes, you're serious? I'm like, I need to see this movie through.
Wow.
I have to finish this. 15 minutes into this thing, and I was blown away. I ended up meeting everybody out later on, but I was very late to the party because I had to watch this fucking movie, dude. I had to watch this. That's how passionate I am about it. I had to finish this movie. I don't care.
It's about closure.
I had to know. It's so good.
Yeah.
You're on the edge of your seat the whole time. From the time this movie starts, it's a very it's 8mm film, how it starts. I can't fucking tell you. You gotta just watch it.
Just gotta watch it.
But you're just 8mm film. You're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you just get into it.
Yeah.
And then you're just in it till it ends. It's fucking amazing.
Okay.
The Game.
I like how you give me just enough information. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna tease you a little.
You know how to tease me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because for me, I
don't want to spoil fucking nothing.
So how do you feel?
Especially if it's your first time watching.
How do you feel about trailers?
All right, hang on. I love a good trailer, dude.
But how about when a trailer gives things away?
I hate it.
There you go. So it's what is a good trailer?
Just 300. Which I already knew. This story is one of my bedtime stories from my father growing up.
What is the 300 trailer?
It's literally just, it's nothing. It's really just shows some of these graphics. The music behind it's good.
Yeah.
But I thought the 300 trailer was like a great movie trailer.
Yeah.
When that came out, Sin City was another good. Frank Miller's shit was, those trailers were good.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction had a good trailer.
Okay.
It's hard to go really back in time because when I rewatch trailers, some of them are so, I'm like, oh, we really wanted to see.
Yeah, right.
Stop this piece of shit. Not that it's a piece of shit, but it's just funny. Like it's.
But
like,
a trailer is its
older.
own thing. I mean, that's
but
what.
There's some
there's an art
there's
to
some
it.
trailers that are just grab you, but then they'll cut you a good trailer for a bad movie.
Yep.
You could have this amazing. I mean, I've been excited so many times to go to theater and left the theater disappointed.
There's a movie that came out a couple of years ago, the Nicolas Cage movie, Long Legs, if you remember.
I liked Long Legs. Did you not like it?
I didn't see it, but I know audiences didn't. Like, it was what the whole conversation was like, we liked the trailer because the trailer was intriguing, and then I think people were thrown off by the way that Nicolas Cage's character was handled in the film as opposed to the way they saw it on the trailer. The trailer made everybody think it was going to be one thing, and then you see the movie and it's a little bit different than that. And I think that's where, and it's really just it's marketing. It's like it shows where a trailer will mislead people and make, because it's not as if the trailer didn't show you stuff from the film. It's just the way it framed everything.
Sure.
You get an idea, and then maybe the film takes a 180.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't see the movie, but
see the movie.
Yeah,
the movie's good.
It's good.
Oh, he's creepy.
And I know Nicolas Cage is doing something completely different.
God, so great.
Yeah, it's his only like monster movie. Yeah,
like I think it's his only horror movie.
Yeah,
I don't think he's done any other horror film that I could think.
And
of.
that one is A24. That one I know.
Think about Moonstruck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
love Moonstruck.
I'm thinking the Beast.
There, what was the ones with the kids running like weird?
Oh, the Weapons.
Weapons was a good trailer.
Weapons. I didn't see the trailer. I saw the movie. I didn't see the trailer.
Was a good trailer. Good movie too, but good trailer.
Oh, I did see the trailer actually.
Just gave you enough to,
because it said it was the monologue from the beginning, where it's like, on this day all these kids disappeared, and it's kind of just telling you the base of the movie.
The base of the movie.
Yep.
You know, nothing else.
See, and that's to me, it's a lost art, and it's something you see every now and then. What I hate about the way they edit trailers is they literally show you the climax of a film and the climax of a trailer. That's like the way that they edit. And I don't know, like in my brain, if I watch a trailer, I feel like even somewhere in my subconscious, I'm going to remember these little moments.
And you're going to wait for them.
Wait for them. Yeah. Thank you.
That's like
no one ever says this for me.
Waiting for this. No, it's the truth though.
It drives me crazy.
It's like Alfred Hitchcock when he would put himself in the movies and he would put himself sometimes midway.
Yeah.
Well, now you're fucking not paying attention to movies. You just want to see Hitchcock at this point. So that's why in The Birds, he's right in the beginning. Psycho, he's right in the beginning. He gets it out of the way because it was like, and the only reason he put himself in films was from the silent era, when he was the silent film still, because there weren't enough fucking people.
Yeah.
So he had to throw himself in there, and someone's like, what? There he is. There he is again.
Yeah.
And it was like, where's Waldo? So
Scorsese does that too.
Sometimes Marty will do that.
Does he still do it? He did it way back. His earliest films, always he did.
I don't remember him, and I don't remember seeing him on Wolf of Wall Street. But I think the earlier films like Mean Streets and who are you getting? There's still at the time.
And it's funny.
You gotta throw yourself into somewhere again.
But I don't think. I think later on that was not what it was. I think he was doing it just for the novelty.
I did not want to act in the latest 2 short films we did.
Yeah. So you know a lot about this.
So it's like I didn't. It's like I had to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it, and I have fun doing it. But I like to be behind the camera. I like to direct. I like to be behind the camera.
Yeah. Well, directing and being behind the camera and acting are like. I mean, I feel like you're juggling 2 different things when you're doing both at once, right? And
like acting and directing.
Yeah.
But just because I can't, I gotta. It's hard because I can't see let's just bring on a monitor right in front of me. I can't see myself in the framing. You know what I mean?
So how do you direct yourself? Yeah.
And I'm not a video village guy. I like to see what it looks like in the camera. All right, this looks good. And then I'm focusing more on the talent.
When you say video village guy, what do you mean?
Video village is like where they set you up in the back, but you're just watching everything through a monitor.
I see.
And I'm not, you need performance, you need blocking, you got to talk to these people. So as long as I know what the shot is looking like this is the shot, we know what the shot looks like, all right, this is beautiful. I want to make sure everyone's hitting their mark. I want to make sure the blocking's on. I want to make sure I could stop you and be like, take another beat. I want to be with the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to just watching from the TV.
Well, I mean, I think that's going to be,
but a lot of people do that. They watch from like the sideline.
Yeah. But I don't think you're going to get the same.
Like there with the actors.
You're not going to get the same performance. You're going to get this separation thing. I think you're going to get whatever the actor is going to give you.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like so much. I think it's just lost on people. I think it's just a thing that's lost on people. It's like there is something that happens when you're in a room with somebody. And if you're not in the room with somebody, that just can't happen. We can even be on the phone. We can even have a video chat. It's not the same thing as if I'm right here and you're right there. And it's something we can't even quite explain. It's just energy. It's in the air. And I think like it's almost like wisdom that's lost upon you if you're the guy that's over there in Video Village. You're missing the opportunity to really direct your movie.
Exactly.
Because these people need you to nudge them. And they need to feel you there. They need to feel your presence.
I understand certain shots where you can't be in the way.
Of course.
And you rehearse, and then you got it, and let's roll. But you got to get up. You have to get off the seat, and you got to go talk to this. You got to quick, and then get the fuck out of the way again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like to sit there. I like to.
And it's tough when you're the actor, right? Because now it's like, how do you think about any of that? I can't see shit.
Can't see anything. What the fuck is even going on? No, but
you're looking at it in post, like, oh, I was off in the corner.
I hate this.
Yeah, I hate it all.
So,
I feel like also, it's a different thing because now an actor's mentality is different than a director's mentality.
Absolutely.
So a director is thinking everything, all these moving parts, whereas an actor gets to hone in on whatever their bit is for the day, whatever my character is, whatever my lines are. I get to be that. Director doesn't get that opportunity
and block out everything else.
I would liken it to like if you ever produced a comedy show or a music event. If you ever produce an event, it's no fun to be the guy producing, and everybody thinks like everybody's having fun. You're watching everybody have fun, and everybody's having fun because of you.
Yep.
But it's no fun to be you.
It's no fun.
And you'd rather be everybody else. You'd rather be the guy that's just hired to be a performer.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's easy. You just come in, you just do your dance.
Thing, get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Whereas the other guy is just like, he's just struggling to even provide this and make sure everything happens and make sure this gets done. Like, and it's a thankless exercise. It's always a thankless exercise. Like nobody's going up to the director, nobody's going up to the producer and saying, "You did a good job today." Nobody's doing that.
I gotta tell you the chaos. I do enjoy the chaos. I think it's because I'm ADD.
I like it.
That the chaos calms me down, though.
I like it.
But you're right. There's times I would much rather show up and go home. But that's going to be something I'm not passionate about. Like if it's a corporate video that we do for work sometimes, where it's just the same mundane stuff we're filming, I would just rather show up to it and go.
Yeah.
But we have to do so much more, and it's like, okay, all right.
Well, and it becomes like, that's kind of like the whole thing is, you want to get successful, you want to get money, you want to get funny, you want all this. But how many times you're going to sell your soul? How many times do you take that deal that you might not want to take?
Man. Sometimes a lot.
And I think that's how it happens. Like, people don't give people credit. People don't think, what if it were me? Yeah. You think, why would they do this? Why did this director sell out and do this movie? And it's like, you just don't know, man.
I like in, what was it, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they finally get to Hollywood, right? And they're trying to hunt down Brody that's sold out or wherever the character from Chasing Amy that wrote the comic, right? They sold out. And it's like they're filming, it's like a mock filming of Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season or some shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And Affleck and Damon are like, oh, well, this is a paycheck movie and the director's not paying attention. He's just counting all his money. Like, how was that take? I don't care. He's just counting his money. And he's like, well, this is just a money picture. He's like, or your friend calls you and says you owe him, and then they look at the camera because Kevin Smith's probably like, you owe me one. I need you to do this quick scene for me, right? So I guess it's a lot of it. Yeah, could be, or it could be the contract. You could get a contract probably. Netflix could probably hire you, right? Got this brilliant idea. They're like, all right, we'll let you do this, but then you got to do this for us. I know a story of a guy, true story, this young kid. You know exactly what I'm about to say. Him and his friend write this horror movie.
Okay.
It's a true story. And they're trying to sell this script. The father is wealthy, writes them a very large 6-figure check. Well, now they want to make this horror movie. So instead of just taking this money and making this movie and trying to get distribution and market it on their own, they're like, we're going to go to Twisted Pictures. And when they went to Twisted Pictures, they're like, oh, well, you're coming with this amount of money and you're coming with this script. Great. Can you get this much money? And the kid's like, yeah, I could get that money. Goes back. His father, God bless the help, because that's amazing. You're able to provide like that. Gets him the remaining money. Goes back. We got the money. Okay, great. With this money, we're going to make these 3 movies. And then the profits we make from these 3 movies will make your movie.
Okay.
What would you do?
3 movies.
3 movies that you did not write, that you might not even like, that you might not even be passionate about. It's not the one you just put your blood, sweat, and tears into, that you actually could do this all on your own.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't take that deal.
I don't think I would have took that deal either.
But I don't blame anybody for taking it, though.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
It's
a rock and a hard place.
It's a big rock and a hard place.
Because it's like, we all fight for this opportunity to get our things made. That's kind of like, if anybody's willing to give you any money at all, you don't want to lose that opportunity. No. And so, and I think musicians maybe it's getting better. Maybe the word has spread around and it's getting better, and people are realizing that it's such a predatory industry.
Sure.
But so often it's just sign a contract and don't read it type of thing, and you end up in this deal that you didn't even know you were in.
Exactly.
And, and unless the consciousness spreads of these things, more and more people end up trapped in these. Before you know it, you're making those 3 movies. Yeah. Before you even realized you said yes, you're already signed on.
So that's kind of like I think that's the devil. I think it's you get this
opportunity. It's Ghost Rider selling your soul.
Opportunity, and then it's like, well, now you got to do this.
Yep.
It's not like you get carte blanche. It's not like you're, it's not like you're Martin Scorsese at this point now, where, okay, I have a 5-picture deal, but they're my 5 pictures. With the feature film we made called This Town in 2007, I was just going for my master's in film school. I wasn't even out of film school yet. And my friend Pasquale and I raised $50,000 on our own. And we knew, like, this is the number we got to hit, We made a feature. I mean, we got the distribution deal we took was the best and the worst.
Really?
At the same time. Like, we were on Netflix, we had to get a DVD mailed to your house. Like, that, to me, that was pretty cool. Like, I thought that was cool.
And this is when Netflix was kind of first
This is when
budding
it first
up.
started.
Yeah.
And some other platforms, I can't even remember at the time. But like I said, we were in LA and having lunch with all these people, and this was literally the best and worst one. And we were like, it's either this just goes on a shelf, or we got to sign this one. So we took the better.
What made it the best and worst? Exactly. Like, what was?
It was more like how much they would push it for us, instead of like, like self-publishing a book. Yeah. Having to just go on your own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's probably other.
It would be so hard.
You think now, just with the knowledge and experience, it's probably a lot of different things we would have done.
Exactly. Because I think you have to have foresight. You have to know what, and if you're not,
and we had no real guidance.
Exactly.
We had there was no guidance.
And I think
even going to film school, no guidance.
And like I said, it's naturally predatory. Yeah. So like the way these industries work, it's meant to kind of take advantage of that. Those people who have no guidance, that don't know any better, and unless you got that know-how, you had a good mentor, you had somebody to help you. You're in the wild.
We didn't have
hyenas. Hyenas coming for you.
And then again, you think, should we have done this movie this time, or should we have waited? because the movie was about guys we grew up with, like people we grew up with. You know what I mean? It was an ensemble drama.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, growing up in the neighborhoods we grew up in, it was interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, is what it is. But I'm proud of it.
Well, there's nothing you could change.
I
right?
lived and breathed this film,
and the film
for a year. It took us to make it.
You look back at it, you love it? You still love it as much as you did then?
Yeah, and my father loved it. My father would be like, he'd call me randomly. He'd be like, I just watched the movie again. God, that one scene. And I was, he was very proud.
Yeah.
Which made me very proud.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things where it would be so hard. I mean, we were talking about this before we started. I just don't like the film industry is naturally, you have to work with people. You have to take deals. You have to. It's so communal by definition.
Oh, yeah.
And I've told you about how I moved this chair in by myself. Yeah. I told you about how I don't want to, like, having a producer, just having a schedule around that. To me, it's like too many cooks in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. It happens so fast. Yep. And the more and more people you add, the more and more heads you get, the sooner you get that guy who's just an idea guy. Yep. The sooner you get somebody who just doesn't really get it, but they want to add and they want to give you stuff. And they're helpful and they're supportive, but they don't get it. Or maybe there's just... And if you have a strong enough vision, you know how to get things done.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like... And I think very quickly... You can fall into that pattern of having too many people around and you don't even realize you're doing it. Yeah. Or you sign this deal that lets 10 other people tell you what you get to do. Yeah. And you lose so much creative license.
Oh, yeah.
That's invaluable to me. That's like, I would have to know exactly what you are telling me I can and can't do. Yep. Because I want to do what I want. And that's going to be where I'm going to struggle. Whenever any deal for anything comes along, like for ad reads, for example, you'll see comedians they'll have a comedy podcast. And Tim Dillon's a good example. Because he kind of like, I think that he's in a position where he doesn't care if they don't like the ad read. And he has to get a new advertiser. So he'll make a joke out of all these ad reads, It'll be like an ad for healthy cereal. And he'll talk about he'll make it a joke about like starving children in Africa. And, I was in Africa and there was all these starving children and I felt so bad for them. And I was actually glad because I had just tried this new cereal. And so I started pouring it in the bowl and giving it to these African kids. And they didn't want it. So I thought they were ungrateful. And he just makes a big joke out of it. And I think that's the exact type of advertiser I need. Is somebody who will just let me do whatever I want. Don't step on my thing because we're all in this together. Because I think that gets lost. It's like people think they know what's best. And didn't you pick me for a reason? Don't you want me because me? Like, what makes you think you can curate me and make me? But then again, when you're in the filmmaking world, becomes a big conundrum because it's all that. It's all everybody having to work with everybody. It's you ever see credits? You ever see credits before?
It's a ton of people on it. Yeah. Especially like these, like the Marvel movies.
Even like smaller films though. Even like an indie film. You have like 10, 20 people attached.
Like we go to all these film festivals now and it's like, oh, okay. Me and you shot this, lit this. Did the sound, we did everything.
Yeah, it's a little humbling, huh?
And then you go there and it's like, how do you get all these fucking people?
Yeah.
To go, then it's like SAG, it's like a union on this short film. How much money do they have to even do this
How did they even do it?
We're going like buying people coffee and donuts in the morning, calling my friend at his restaurant, being like, send some food over. So we got to feed these people, send some food over. And we're just like, it's funny to me. But yeah, some of these films, like tons of stuff. And
yeah.
And I mean, just because I've been trying to build the team since high school.
Yep. And it's so hard to do that.
It's so hard to do. You got all these people. Some people very talented, like so talented, acting wise or writing wise or storyboarding alone. And makeup, huge thing, right? It's effects stuff. And they're so gung-ho to be like, dude, let's make something, let's do something, let's go. And then when you're ready to go and you're in pre-production, you're like, wait, what? We have to do all of this? Yeah, we got. Yeah, we got to do all this. Well, when do we shoot? We shoot when all this is done. Then we shoot it. And then they're on set and they're like, oh, this is taking a long time. Yeah, it's taking a long time. We have to switch the whole shot now and set the lights up over here and run sound over here and do that. And then it's like they fall out when they see how much work and time is actually involved in it. And that's the shit I love doing. I'll sit on a set all day.
Yeah.
I'll write all day. We just finished writing a comedic series, my cousin Matt and I, and he would get a little worn out. And I'd be like, I think we could kickstart this next episode. He's like, tomorrow. I'm like, all right.
You see,
I just don't want to stop.
I think that's the type of thing that's going to destroy the gaming industry, actually, is this idea of no more crunch time and this idea of like crazy work hours. Mm-hmm. What people don't realize is the best games ever made were because people were passionate about it and they worked crazy hours because they cared that much. And so if you create rules where people can't do that anymore, you're going to make the games worse because every great game had that. And you're seeing more and more games come out now that are unfinished and all this. And it's because the industry is trying to embrace these new standards. And also they can make more money if they just drop the game now and fix it later. You can update the game.
Because now everything's just downloadable, right? You just get the new version it's adding on whatever levels.
But that idea...
Weapons, right?
It's definitely because I mean Rockstar. It's really started with Rockstar, and I mean I could just go on and on. I really think GTA 6 is not going to be a good game, and it makes me really sad because I mean Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar. I think they've made the best games of all time. I think Rockstar is one of the best game studios of all time. Mm-hmm. I mean I would say their games have probably influenced more young male adults than any film to ever exist. I would make that argument. Like Grand Theft Auto may have influenced young males more than any film
probably
ever. And that's crazy to think about because I mean, it's a video game.
Yeah.
But and the guy and there's one man and like a couple other guys who wrote all of that. I mean, just think about that. He wrote everyone's childhoods in a way, like GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, GTA 5.
Did they do like a Sopranos, GTA like a Godfather?
Yeah.
Or something like that too, right? Yeah.
And so I think that it's what happens is he came out and he said, I want to say in 2017, 2018, it was right before Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to come out. And that's the Western. It's the cowboy one. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is the magnum opus of Rockstar. I mean, it's like if you wanted to play through the story, it's a 60, 70 hour game. Oh, God. But that's not what makes it great. What makes it great is it's that long for a reason. It's just packed with content. And it's because they were so passionate about it. They wanted to make the best Western game to ever exist. And they did. And it's a timeless game. It's fantastic. What makes it so good is that they put so much love and care into it. And so you see that guy come out and he's right before the game came out. He said, yeah, I've been working like 70-hour weeks. I'm really trying to get this done for you guys. Like that's what he said.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of news outlets report, oh, Rockstar is making their people work ridiculous work hours, da-da-da-da. So then he has to come out and apologize about it. And that's when Rockstar starts to... And it was within this pocket of time between 2018 and 2020 when Rockstar really changed everything. It was 3 key people left, including that main writer I just talked about. So he's gone. The guy who wrote everything is gone. And remember my theory from earlier? You take out those key people, it's not going to be the same anymore.
Yeah.
I will be amazed if the tone of this next game is the same as the previous ones. And nobody's really... You'll see people that are fans of the games talk about this, but the general audience is all... They don't have no idea.
Yeah.
They don't know. I'm really worried because I love those games. I have so much love, especially for Grand Theft Auto 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, storytelling. Like, just what those games are doing with the story is incredible. Because GTA 4... It's a guy who's like a war-torn soldier who's coming back and he doesn't want to be a part of any of this crime and his cousin lured him in and he's like, nobody expected it to just be some Russian that's like the main kid. He went the complete other way of it. And apparently he had an even darker idea planned than what it even was. But it was a very dark, gritty thing and it was almost ahead of its time in 2008. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean, is a phenomenal game in that. the first Red Dead Redemption is just an amazing Western story. I mean, the end is incredible. If you like Westerns, you'd love these games because that's the whole idea. They're trying to pay homage to all these genres in this video game format.
Very cool.
And the second one does it even better. Everybody thought the first one was great. The second one does it even better. Another game I loved growing up, another Rockstar game written by the same guy, it's called Bully. And this is like, this game and Kingdom Hearts 2 are my favorite games of all time. And Bully is so good because it takes the Grand Theft Auto format and translates that story into a high school environment. Like he's a kid going to a boarding school.
I never even fucking heard of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like one of the weapons is a slingshot. Like it's
that's
a spud gun.
Cool.
You get a spud gun.
That's cool.
It's an awesome game. And it's so awesome because to me, it's all about storytelling and me buying into it. And like, I don't need the biggest, flashiest thing.
Sure.
Just tell a good story. And it's just like any great film. I mean, like that's what 12 Angry Men? That's the whole lesson it teaches you. You can tell a great story without all these bells and whistles.
Oh, yeah.
It's just injecting that human element, whatever that is. And I really think it's just because that guy was such a good storyteller and he just knew he had such a solid vision of what those games weren't just beat it, like shoot people games, pick up the prostitute.
You have like shit that like the Red. I know about the what's it called?
Red Dead Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah.
From Howard Stern. One of the guys on Stern was like an active player.
Oh, really?
Of the game. That's the only reason I know about it.
He would talk about it?
Howard Stern show, they'd talk about it because Howard would be like, I don't understand. Like, and he's like, you don't, it's like, and when I would hear him talk about it, because you have to go on like a quest, right? Like, but if you turn left, it's a different quest than if you go right. So it's like, remember those books when we were kids, like turn to page 4 if you want this to happen, or turn to page 5 if you want this to happen? Like, I feel like these are these heavy story one-player games. Like you're going on these quests, you're going on these missions, but you're creating your own story to get to the final
building a
piece,
world.
right? Yeah.
It's the world building, and like what Rockstar does better than most, especially with Red Dead Redemption 2, they did it so well, is like what you're describing where you it's actually a principle in game development where I think it's like the 30-second rule or the 60-second rule for open world games, where if I'm wandering, something random should occur something notable should occur every 30 to 60 seconds, because otherwise like it becomes I was gonna say monogamous. That's not the word. Monotonous.
Yeah.
And so you just don't see a whole bunch of extra stuff. Whereas like when it's done well, it's almost, you don't even really notice it because it's like, wow, this game's just really entertaining. But really, it's because they built it that way. And then with that game, there's so many random encounters. Like you'll be riding your horse, and then there's a woman getting robbed, and you're gonna go save her. But then it was a bunch of guys tricking you. Now you're getting robbed, and the woman was in on it the whole time. And it's like they must have spent so much time developing this stuff, because to this day, people will still find new content in the game. GTA 4 is like that too, where it's a smaller map, but it's like they did their very best to do justice to New York and make it feel like the map has little hints of New York everywhere you go. And, and that's them recognizing that in 2006's technology. I mean, imagine if they did it today.
Oh, yeah.
But really, I think that's like, that those are the golden days of Rockstar, is like 2008 to 2012. Like, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is that nobody knew that was coming, and it was so good, but it's never going to be that good again. Mark my words, all right? I'm telling you, the good old days of gaming are over. It's over. The industry has taken over. It's all DLC. So I mean, the film industry's a little bit like that, but I think the film industry has more hope than the gaming industry, actually.
The film industry does, is because you still have guys like me and my cousin.
Exactly. And the indie market, the indie circuit.
With original stories and
I was thinking about
stories.
Well, it's people like you, but where do you find the people like you? The indies and the festivals. Yeah. You have to be going to festivals.
Gotta be going to festivals.
Because if you think that film is dead, you're just not going to festivals. No. You're not in that community, because there's so many passionate filmmakers. Yeah.
And there really are. There's some. God, there's some of the talent that's
it almost
blows me away.
When you see some of the talent, it almost makes you go, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Wow, this was a good story. We were at Austin Revolution Film Festival. One of the first movies we saw was like a grindhouse. It was a cat. It was a cat, but it was like a grindhouse style, 1970s grindhouse style film. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it was funny. made you jump a little bit. It was like a grindhouse horror movie. It was a slasher flick about a cat that got neutered, and it was fucking brilliant. And just and everything was planned. So you could see the tear in the film, like just like an old grindhouse movie, fucking reel missing, cut to something. So it was so good, and I'm like, God, that's so simply brilliant. It was like perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
And I love that stuff. So like, people have this idea. I mean, in comedy, you'll see this.
Mr. Mittens.
Mr. Mittens?
Mr. Mittens?
Is that the name?
Yeah, Mr. Mittens. Great.
You'll see this in comedy where people have this idea. It's like a famine mentality where it's like there can only be so many opportunities. There can only be so many great filmmakers, so many great comedians. And they don't like when other people do great. And you'll see that. People get a little bit, their ego will turn on. Yeah. And I never have that. I'm always I love seeing a great film, a great performer. Yeah. It makes me want to do better.
Same.
I'm like, hell yeah.
It gives me more drive. It gives me more, it makes me more passionate.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To see that there's just still that passion.
One of my favorite quotes that I've ever written, I say it a lot because it's like, I think it's my MO. It's like the core idea of everything I do. And I wrote this in high school, is a match to a spark to inspire. I want to see you start a fire.
Oh, I like that.
And how I think of that is, it's like I'm lighting this little flame so that you can start a forest fire.
Yeah.
Because it's not about me.
Yeah.
And that's what creativity is.
Exactly.
It's all of us just trying to show each other what we're capable of. And that's why it inspires. Like I think of it like creating is a godlike thing in the sense that there is nothing and then there is something. And that's within all of us. We all have that godlike capability of creating something from nothing. What is a thought? What is that creative spark? What is it? Could be
anything.
Could be anything. And what is, I think like it's up to us to yes and ourselves and give ourselves a chance to follow our thoughts, and have that like childlike curiosity with yourself. And I think that's what art and creativity all seeks to do. It all tries to prod at you and remind you, that artist in you is still alive. And
that kid in you is still alive.
I think lazy art, the art that just spoon feeds you things, is almost like it's killing that a little bit because it's doing a disservice to what you can do with such a format. Like it's like and that's why the greats stick out. That's why when you see a great filmmaker, it just blows you away.
Oh yeah,
because it's so easy to neglect an art form and just let's just throw some people on a camera and let's just make a movie.
Yep.
But to really have that drive and to really have that vision, that's where you get the auteurs. That's where you get those people that, how did he come up with this? And where do these ideas come from? And it's all just that cult of personality that they've managed to build around themselves. And it's believing in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
It's really
all it is keeping in touch with that, whatever that creative, believing in yourself spark is. And I think so many people don't have that, but they want it. And that's what they're feeling when they consume art. They feel that spark come alive, but they just don't have that. I think everybody needs a way to express themselves.
They got a spark, but a lot of people don't have the drive.
Yeah.
And what scares the hell out of me is I never want to be a waste of talent.
Well, you don't want to be that guy thinking about what could have been.
Hell out of me.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared of much.
Yeah.
I worked with the dead. I ain't scared of much.
Well, you think it's like the deathbed conversation, right? Like when you're on your deathbed, what's your greatest regret?
What's the regret? But even like, I love photography. I like anything with a lens, man. It's like photography. If I hook up with a couple models, they want to do some shoots, I will for them. What do you need me to do for you? Then I got this idea. And usually they're like, holy shit, can I use these pictures? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I like that creativity there because it's one shot.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to create this and direct this and light this and art this, everything. One shot. That's it. And I love that. But that also helps me be a better filmmaker as well because I'm constantly looking through different lenses to get this shot and holy shit, if this was moving right now, oh my God. And you just get, and it's...
Have you ever heard the quote, once you see the way broadly, you see it in all things?
I have not heard this quote.
I love that quote because I think
that quote too.
It's like everything is sort of ubiquitous in that sense. You learn from each different experience. And if you know how to look at it that way, Like, how do I take that photo shoot and apply that to my filmmaking?
Exactly.
And you can.
And you could easily do it. And it's such a beautiful thing.
And I think everything's like that. Yeah. It all interconnects. And I think if you just zoom out and you have like a macro view of it all, everything kind of seems simpler.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Even shooting a scene, forget shooting it, writing it.
Yeah.
I could visualize everything.
Huh.
Up until like, this is the kind of music we need here.
Yeah.
And I have it all.
It's all in your head.
My brain.
Yeah.
And I could put it on the paper. I could articulate it and put it on the paper. And now it's how do we get this going?
You're right.
We got to shoot this. How do we get this going?
Yep.
I like doing these 48-hour film festivals. To me, it's like creative workout because you got to be so fast. So this latest 48-hour film festival we did, we got assigned romance, city life. I was so pissed. My cousin Matt and I were so fucking pissed. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Make a fucking like a Gone with the Wind? What are we doing? Like, how are we fucking New Casablanca? What's happening? I guess we could shoot at O'Hare, okay? And then it's kind of, but it's just like, okay, now you got to use this prop. Where the fuck we putting this prop in here? Oh, there's a bonus prop. Or now we got a product placement. Where are we throwing this in? You got to use this line of dialogue. How the fuck are we fitting this in a romance? You only got 48 hours to figure it out. So realistically, you got from the time you get this assignment to write it, because the next day you're filming all day.
Yeah.
And then you got to cut this thing by the time that email was sent to you to do it.
Yeah.
And it's good, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I like that chaos.
Yeah.
Because it calms me down. And I'm like excited and geeked out to shoot this thing.
I like that. Well, you know what I like about it is it provides a structure for you.
It's a big structure.
I think like with I've always found, this is like a thing I always did growing up, is I always like taking a speech or something that's supposed to be an assignment at school, I would turn it into a rap because that's my talent. It's what I can do. So it's like if you give me the skeleton of something, the rap kind of writes itself. Yeah. And I feel like with something like that, it's like it gives you all the base.
Oh yeah.
You just kind of have to connect the dots and then go. Whereas, like, you don't need to come up with the stem anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nobody has to come up with the core idea.
Exactly.
It's all already there. And it almost gives you, I think it's a great jumpstart, you know? Like, for me, for writing, that is one of the things that helps me more than anything. Just listing words, right? Like, if you're trying to write in some theme, just list all the words and then find a way to work the words in. Before you know it, you're doing wordplay. It's as simple as that, right? It's just finding ways to do that. Yeah,
it's good problem solving too, because you got to be so fast.
Yeah, and you have to.
And it'll help you, in the long run. Because then when you have time to shoot, and maybe oh fuck, this scene's going a little overtime, you're quick on your feet to roll. During COVID, my cousin Matt was living in. My cousin Matt and I have been doing this forever. He's like my only real teammate. That's just always there. I love you. You're always there for me. I appreciate you. But he was living in California. I was here in Chicago. He was kind of little on hiatus because California was more stricter on things than Illinois was in the start of it. So I just was calling him to check on him. Like, you alive? What the fuck is happening? What are you doing? Are you okay? How's everything going? And we're just shooting the shit like we normally do on a random day. And I get a text message from this girl. I haven't spoken to this girl in like 3-4 years. And I'm like, again? She's reaching out to me. And I'm like, hey, you got like people reaching out to you, like ex-girlfriends out in LA, like that you haven't seen, like reaching out to you, like to hook, just strictly to hook up. Like they know you don't got an STD, but they know you probably don't have this COVID, and you want to hook up. And he goes, actually, yeah, I've had a couple of phone calls. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking. I'm like, I've never had girls be so aggressive with me like this. It's kind of comical. I'm like, we should shoot like a short, call it pandemic sex, like because it doesn't count because we all might die, right?
Right.
And I'm like, we have the girl like be the fucking aggressor, and the guy's just like, want to do it. Like, I'm not gonna call this girl back. I don't want to. Like, there's a reason we broke up. I'm not calling this girl back. And he's like, yeah, that's a great idea. That would be really funny. How the fuck you want to do this? He's like, literally, I'm in LA. You're in Chicago. There's no flights. I'm like, oh, way to rain on my parade, Matthew. Thanks. And I'm like, it's never going to happen, right? And how the fuck are we going to maybe do it later? But okay. I still had to work. I still had to go to work downtown. So I'm driving downtown, listening to reruns of Stern on XM because that was what got me through traffic on a normal week. And all of a sudden, it's like Howard Stern's going live Thursday for the first time in how many years? That because they would only do like 2 or 3 days or something.
Yeah.
Live. It's like going Thursday, and I'm like, how the fuck are they going live? Like they're in New York. New York. It's not like New York. It's like LA right now, right? Like how are they doing this live? So I get to work, and I'm like, let me do a quick Google search on it. And it was like they're broadcasting everything from their homes, so they could live stream everything. And I'm like, motherfucker. And I call him up. I go, we could do this. He goes, how the fuck are we going to do this? We got an iPhone? He goes, yeah. I go, shoot 1080p? He goes, yeah. I said, if you shoot your scene, I shoot my scene. I was like, you could send me your scene, and I'll direct you from what you send me. And then we could fucking just like kind of try to edit this together. You got all the editing software. You could cut this, send me a cut. I'll give you notes. Because it's fucking great. Who are we going to get to play the girl? I'm like, I'm going to call my friend Christine Cisco, who's in L.A. She was in my feature, This Town, that we made in 2007. I'm like, she was just doing some stand-up. Everything's canceled. I'm like, I'm going to call her and see if she's down to do this.
She's definitely not working.
So I call her. Well, she was working. She was working from home.
Yeah, I got you.
But she had but I was just seeing like some of her stand-up clips on like Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, I got to fucking call her. She's like, oh my God, Nick. I fucking love you. Let's fucking do this. So we made this pandemic sex short.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. Let's just throw it on Instagram and see what happens.
And that's the way to go, by the way.
So that's
people
exactly
people
what we
will
did.
hide their stuff. I think you got to just put it out there now.
The next morning, it's like ding, ding, ding. So it's all this shit on Instagram, messages and likes. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. All right, cool. Then my phone rings. My brother. He goes, I'm fucking dying. How the fuck did you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, shit wasn't your condo. She wasn't. How the fuck did you fuck? What the fuck? He goes, this is fucking hilarious. I'm like, I explained to him, like, this is what we did. He goes, dude, you know nothing's on right now.
Yeah.
I go, yeah. He goes, make another one. He goes, we're locked down 30 days. Make 30 of these. I'm like, how the fuck you want? I got to go to work still, dude. How the fuck you want me? Figure it out. Call Matt right now. Figure it the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. I need this. We need this. Everyone needs this.
By the way, guys,
up on me.
you don't already know, the brother's the biggest fan. He seems like he's almost a manager. He's also a manager, I guess. You need to do this.
You need to
gotta
do this.
do it.
Gotta get this going.
You're trying to say, I can't.
So
No,
I'm like,
you have to.
And I was like, I don't think we can. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Okay. And I'm like, all right. He knows how to talk. Obviously, he knows how to talk to me. So I call Matt. I go, so I just talked to Jim. He goes, and? I go, he fucking loved it. He goes, oh, that's great. I'm like, he wants us to do more. He's like, okay. I'm like, think we could pull one off tonight? So how are we going to do this? I go, well, let's make ground rules. So first rule was nothing political. We think it's everyone's doing it. To me, it's a cheap shot. So I wanted no politics. Plus, I'm not a fucking politician. I don't know, and I don't want to know, and I'm an entertainer.
It's naturally divisive.
I'm an entertainer. Yeah. I don't want to do it. So no politics. I was like, maybe not make fun of the virus itself, but let's poke fun at what people are doing during this time of lockdown. So we came up with all these like scenarios. I'm watching the news. They're talking about bookies taking bets on like Trump's speeches and shit like this, and the bookies are making no money because there's no sports. I'm like, I got a fucking idea. So I'll put fucking tracksuits on. We'll be like, you're like a fucking degenerate gambler. You're jonesing to bet on something. We got nothing. Christine could be like the fucking head of this thing, like comes up with the idea for the Trump thing. Then you're making money, but how are we going to go? How are you going to collect the money now?
Yeah.
So we got my friend Carmi, looks like Butterbean, the boxer. And he was all over this. And he was in Indiana at the time. That's what I mean. Nobody was I think only my goddaughter, she did a thing for us. We called it homeschooling because I would talk to I talked to my cousin and she would tell me, I can't fucking help this kid with math. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know this shit anymore. And it was all this like everyone around me that I don't have any kids, so everyone around me that had kids was like, this fucking homework. I need these teachers back. Like, these kids got to go back to school. I can't help them, right? It's like you forget things. I get it. And so I think the only one that was like in Chicago was my goddaughter to do this homeschool clip we did. But we made 32 episodes in 30 days of lockdown.
You really did?
We did it.
Whoa.
But we made fun of like... We paid like and we paid homage to things like we did this one called channel surfing. Channel surfing, like, would be like we would make up the most random shit and then do the robot chicken move, like changing the channel.
Nice, yeah.
Because what are people doing? Everyone's watching TV. There's nothing fucking on. All of a sudden, Tiger King is now the biggest fucking sensation because it was hidden somewhere in Netflix somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're finding all this trash TV because it's all there fucking is at the moment, right? Nothing's new.
Yeah.
And so we did a couple of those. Then I'm like, God, we should. And I told everyone, keep your outtakes. Like, if you fuck up, just keep running with it. Make the blooper. So we would do like blooper reel. My one buddy and his wife were in like couples therapy. I totally fucking made fun of the couples therapy online. Him and I just every day every morning come up with the idea, write it. I text message. Christine was able to get us a lot of actors in LA. We're jumping on this. It was a lot of fun, but it was fast. We had it like in a day.
And it's the same idea with like the 48-hour film festival.
This was a little quicker.
Yeah, but I mean,
these
like,
were short. These were,
in that you had to stick to
so
that.
fast.
You had to keep going.
Stick to it.
There's no let's stop and slow down.
And then we found things that worked, like the news worked.
Yeah.
That was a good one. We do news.
Especially since you're pumping it out so fast.
Oh yeah, I had like a green screen set up in my condo.
Yeah.
So like to put Matt's a fucking genius.
And you would do the news.
We would do the news or the shit behind us. We called it the Great Pandemic, is what we called it. Sunday Mass. We did. Where was
it all posted? Like just
everything was on Instagram, I think, and some on TikTok too.
On TikTok and Instagram, yeah. YouTube's great for that stuff now. I don't know if you.
We got a YouTube
there.
channel, so we have the Stress Ed Productions as a YouTube.
Ever since they started doing,
have them all on there too.
Yeah, I mean YouTube's always been my go-to, but like when they started doing shorts, I mean now it's basically the same as everything. It's all just as vital as everything else. Yeah,
like these were short. I think like Instagram now you could add a longer clip. So this is before. This is when you had you had just
60 seconds,
or whatever the hell it was. So we
used to be just 60.
Keep it with whatever the time, however much time they allowed.
Everything used to be 60 because I started. I did an interview show. That's how I started doing interviews. It was called 60 Seconds with. And the reason I came up with that is because of the upload limit. It was like my video has to be 60 seconds. I can't make it any longer. I wanted to be on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that was where it all started for me. And that was because it was all like something where I was hanging out with somebody. I was in a band. We were at a show in Chicago before I lived here. And we were standing outside there waiting for their Uber. I had my camera. I say, 60 minutes with you guys. And they say, more like 60 seconds with.
Yeah.
I'm like, genius.
And
no one's ever done it the way I did it. I've seen people try to do this concept, but the way I did it, it's like you have to do a full interview. So the first time wasn't this, but every time after it was, where I show up, I come up with a bunch of questions, I do a full interview, and then we cut that down to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And again, it was just because the platforms, that was what you had to do. But it was almost ahead of its time, and I didn't even realize. And now I would bring it back, but oh my God, I didn't get the reason I do a podcast and not that is because this is like minimal editing. It's, I can just kind of do this. We're both chilling. It's easy.
Yep.
That was like a job. Because you got to show up. You got to come up. You're the camera guy. It's got to look visually interesting.
Yeah.
We shot B-roll because there needs to be B-roll to cut over.
Sure.
The editing process was it taught me a lot because it teaches you a lot about what is valuable and what is not. And you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to think like an audience.
Yeah.
You have to think like, if I was shown this without any context, what is my understanding of this? And we're talking about a 15-minute interview being cut down to 60 seconds. So it's up to me to think, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. And every time, if you do it right, you get something good.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's impossible that you won't because it's 20 minutes cut down to the best minute.
Yeah.
It's always going to be good. But the problem is getting there because you'll have a 7-minute cut, you'll have a 5-minute cut, you'll have a 3-minute cut, and it gets harder and harder and harder. But it teaches you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It really does because you learn I mean, kill your darlings. It's that whole thing with film where it's like, is this scene necessary? Does this actually need...
Do we need the beat?
If I'm an audience and I'm watching this, does it change my experience if I don't see that? Because you get attached to little things. Like, oh, I like when he said this.
Because it's your art. It's like, what did it say? Save the cat? It's like, just fucking let it die.
When there's moments that you love. Like, there's going to be moments in there that are good, that you love, that you just, it's not
but you gotta
the moment.
get rid of it. And it happens. It totally happens. You're just like, cut it. Just cut the fat. It's like, just cut the fat.
Yeah. You know what's funny about like the whole, you don't see it so much anymore, but deleted scenes? Because I feel like
I love a good deleted scene. Sometimes you're like, why did they get rid of that?
But what I was going to say is I used to always think that. Yeah. And nowadays, as I've matured, I get it. I watch them and I'm like, yeah, I guess that wasn't necessary. Like, you ever watch the deleted scenes for Dazed and Confused?
Actually, no, I have not.
There's like racial slurs in there, bro. It's like crazy. You watch it and you're like, oh, yeah, they probably should have cut that. Because it's just kind of like, it's of the time for sure.
Exactly.
But it's funny they even had the foresight. Because if you would have watched it back now, you'd have been like, whoa, that comes out of nowhere. The movie's pretty tame.
It's pretty tame.
It's a great teen movie. We were talking about like teen experience. That's probably one of the peak best ones. That's Linklater? Richard Linklater. And he just does it phenomenally well in that movie. And it's so funny, stuff like that, where it's like stuff that was a little too raunchy, stuff that was just like unnecessary. But sometimes it is like it adds to the story.
Oh, yeah.
What I would love to see, and I know we never will, is the Jared Leto cut stuff from Suicide Squad. Because everybody hates on Jared Leto. Stuff. Yeah, everybody makes fun of that.
Didn't they make an extended cut with him and Harley Quinn where the story was like kind of like, they should have just made a Joker Harley Quinn movie.
I think you could do a 30-minute short. Like, because that's what Jared Leto was saying, is there was so much stuff they cut. Yeah. And I think they made him look bad by doing that because they changed the tone of the film because they had that whiplash from the trailer and all this stuff. We need to make it more comical. So they did reshoots and made it more comedic. They literally did reshoots because people responded to a trailer. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, it's stuff like that. Yeah, it takes you out of it, right? And it makes it... I lose my train of thought. What was I even saying?
Trimming the fat.
Well, with Suicide Squad.
And how you matured and Suicide Squad.
Because Suicide... Well, the Jared Leto thing. Because with that whole subplot, it was supposed to be a whole thing with Jared Leto and Harley Quinn. And that I think it would have justified his character. Like the version of the character we saw, it doesn't even have a right to exist.
Yeah, it's like, it was almost like filler to me. Whatever the theatrical version was almost like filler to me.
Damaged Joker. Joker with damage tattooed across his forehead. Like, who asked for that? Maybe it would work if there was a whole other 25 minutes that I got to see. Yeah. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like Jared Leto had this vision and he had this solid thing, and then they just shit all over it. And he doesn't get any credit for that at all. And he never will, because you watch that movie and it's bad.
Yeah, it is bad. And then if you want to see the Joker Harley Quinn shit, you gotta watch like that. What's
extended
like the uncut,
cut. And even then, it's just like 3 more scenes.
3 more scenes.
I think there was a lot more. Because the way that Jared Leto was talking about it, he seemed like he felt wronged by the studio. He was like, there was actually way more to it, and you guys don't understand. And he knew nobody's ever going to get it.
Well, because he might have not tested well in the focus group.
Who knows? Well, it probably was. The whole thing was a damaged relationship, like toxic relationship.
That's all it was just toxicity. But I love him. Okay.
But I remember actually
love the abuse.
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this was in that extended cut, but I do remember there was a scene where they're arguing on a street or somewhere like that, and I remember reading the comments and people saying that exact sentiment of like, this, if there was more of this could have been a lot better. Like they could see the potential in the story through that cut scene, and it makes you wonder, and so there's both sides to deleted scenes. And what I hate is the loss of physical media has created a world where we don't get deleted scenes like we used to.
No, you got to really hunt for them.
They don't get put out. It used to be that was all bonus content for the DVD.
Great, the DVD is great.
Yeah, and that's just non-existent now. Now it's like if the studio decides to make something promotional for YouTube, that's when you get the behind-the-scenes content. But it's not just built in with everything anymore.
Or if they're doing a doc on it.
a
Maybe
doc.
get some stuff.
Yeah, they're trying to milk
That's-
that final season of Stranger Things. You know,
What is? Did you ever watch? You know what I missed? The commentaries on the DVDs. Did you ever watch Armageddon?
no,
Ben Affleck.
I got a
talking
good one
about
too,
it?
though.
Oh, watch the Ben Affleck talking, the commentary with Ben Affleck doing Armageddon.
What's so good about it?
Because he's just talking shit the whole fucking film.
He didn't like
His
it.
commentary is just shit talk. You're gonna piss your pants laughing.
Okay.
It's fucking great. And it's like this will never exist again, unfortunately.
The one that
I hear Gen Z is buying DVDs now,
of course they are.
so bring them back.
Bring
Just
'em back.
Press them.
Yeah.
What's it cost to press it?
And I think physical media, if it gets marketed right, it will turn around.
Love something tangible. I've been collecting vinyl since I was 14 years old.
When Blu-ray looks better. I mean, when I watch a movie on streaming and I can see
Well,
the
especially your internet's fucked up or you're over your
Yes.
allotment of fucking whatever the fuck of power.
and we're talking about watching
and-
Citizen Kane
yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
no. Watch that the best way you
Yes,
can.
absolutely.
What are you doing?
Even like I was streaming Vertigo, and I was like, I stopped streaming it and went into my closet and put the DVD on
Yeah.
because I'm like, this fucking sucks. It's just like graining out here. It's buffer. What the fuck? And I got high speed fucking internet. It ain't fucking that fucking high speed because I got to get the DVD. But yeah,
And that's
no.
regular.
Exactly.
People expect things to look like that, and that's what I hate. Like
Yeah.
physical media is not that at all.
No.
Physical media
That's
is
it.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
it. Yep. And it looks. I mean, what I think is interesting about where we are now is we're actually in a world where a lot of stuff like Vertigo
Yeah.
is getting 4K re-releases.
I know.
And we'd never, in the past, you'd never even get that. I think about that a lot, where it's like, the way we can experience film now, we don't even realize how privileged we are. Like back in the day, you would see it in theaters.
Yep.
That's where it looks best, and then you get the shitty home version, and that's it.
Yeah, because the TV, your old TV back in the day was only pushing out so much, and
You'd watch Jurassic Park at home, and you'd be like, "Man, I remember how good it looked."
I'm the asshole that if I could do it, I want to shoot on film.
Yeah.
I will cut it by hand like a fucking psychopath.
Yep.
Because nothing's gonna look like 35 or 72, and it's not gonna look like it
You can do your best
on that
never...
screen. I mean, I like this. It's called Fathom Events.
Okay.
And I'll pop on the website just to see what I think they're partnered like AMC or Regal, maybe both. I don't even think Regal exists anymore, so AMC. But it'll be like, oh, it's the 75th. Like I went to see the 75th anniversary of like Psycho, or maybe it was a 50, whatever it was. Saw that at the movie theater. Way different experience than me growing up watching it on VHS or on AMC or on DVD.
Absolutely.
Immersed me into this. Saw the Birds in San Francisco. Just happened to be there for work. I was like, oh my God, I bought a fucking ticket. I literally landed, dropped my shit off, went to see this movie. Different experience. So now me as a little kid on the old school TV that my grandfather had that was like on the floor. Remember the old TVs was like a piece of furniture like on the floor?
Yeah.
It was colored, but it was old. Like like it's a way different experience than
Had the
watching
numbers
it
on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like you got to pull the thing down and go still a fucking dial. But like different experience than watching it on that as a kid to like a plasma and then go. No, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
And I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care what anybody says. Like it's like I feel like I've wronged myself when I watch a film in sub quality. Like when I subject, because I think I learned from my experience, because a lot of the film when I would watch films in high school, I would go to those websites and I would like pull it up at my school's. I'm not worried about getting a virus. Sure. And I would like half watch the movie because I'm in computer class. I have the movie off to the side. And even if I pulled it full screen, it's shit quality because it's somebody's recording of a movie. And it's like, I could never go back to that previous version myself, because
no way.
If especially if you know a film is great. Like, okay, so like Shawshank Redemption recently. I was going to watch that. My friend says, hey, let's watch Shawshank Redemption. So I think, how about you come to my apartment? We watch it in 4K.
Yeah.
Because I know if I go to your apartment, we're going to watch it on a smaller screen.
Stream it.
I want to do this right.
Exactly.
I want to do it right.
Exactly.
I'm watching Shawshank Redemption for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I know this movie's going to be good. I want to watch it the right way.
Yep.
And I think that's just, I mean, it's like the David Lynch thing, you know, have you ever seen that where it's like, you tell me you watched a movie on your cell phone?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like he just gets so mad about it.
Because these things are made for you to be immersed in.
Did you see the quote from the guy who runs Netflix? He said that Lawrence of Arabia is just as good if you watch it on your phone or if you watch it on a big screen.
And he's a Greek, and I'm Greek.
Can you believe
that's the
that?
biggest, I'm going to teach you a word right now. That's the biggest malakia I ever fucking heard in my life, okay? That's the biggest malakia I ever heard in my life.
You think
and
he
if
knows?
he ever sees this, he's going to be like, good luck running with me, malaka. That's what he's going to think. But no, man, how do you go, I mean, if Music Box screened Lawrence of Arabia, I'd go see it. I would be there at the Music Box, and I would watch it on that fucking screen.
Because that's a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was made to be big.
Yeah.
It wasn't made to be
That's why that
small.
statement is so absurd. You're talking about a movie that was...
about this epic picture.
Yeah.
That's just goddamn beautiful.
Not only that, it kind of showed everybody else how that could be done.
Exactly.
I mean, that's like the OG.
Yeah.
And so to
It's like
say
trying
that...
to watch Citizen Kane on your phone. Fuck you. You're not watching
I
it on
think
your
that
phone.
somebody did a meme where it was like, because they posted that quote and then they put the frame of the movie where you see him in the sand so far away as like a little dot.
Yeah.
And it's like, watch this on your phone.
Watch,
you know?
yeah, exactly. No, you can't. You can't. I
There's
don't get
just
it.
no point in doing that.
I don't get it.
And I think like with that idea of scale gets destroyed on that
'cause
tiny
it's
screen.
just shrinking it down.
And I think like there's so many things where it's like it just elevates it so much. I have had times where I like we described, you're watching something on streaming and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to watch the better version. And then you do, and you feel like an idiot for even indulging in the streaming version.
It's crazy.
Because I'm telling it looks so bad.
Yeah.
And there are people obviously who don't care. Like I think my mom, she doesn't care. My mom will watch streaming, she'll watch a 4K.
Sure.
She doesn't know the difference. But I know
You'll know 'cause
spiritually
you're seeing-
she
exactly.
feels the difference. And I refuse to accept this narrative. And I know you guys are just trying to sell me on Netflix, and they're trying to home viewing is good. And there's also the whole conversation of the theater, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's up to filmmakers now. This is like what we can do, especially in Chicago, because Chicago needs more industry. People need to bring it to Chicago. Just filmmaking events. Let's bring community back to theater.
There's a lot actually happening.
Exactly.
It's a lot of.
It's happening.
It's like a lot more and
It's a
more.
wave.
Yeah, it's coming.
And we need more of that, you know?
Yeah.
And right there, you see behind you, it's a little off camera, but that Loose Ends poster up
Yes.
there. So Noah Guardado, I don't know if he was the first person I saw do it.
Okay.
He's the person I saw, but I don't know if somebody did it before him. He dropped his movie and he did a premiere at Remova Theater.
Okay.
And he had like 6 other people in the premiere. They had a red carpet. They treated it like a premiere.
Yeah, we did that with our second feature. We did the same thing.
What venue?
So we did. It was called Movie Co. at the time in Rosemont.
Okay.
It's AMC now, but the people from the convention center got the red carpet for us to put in front of the place, and we did the premiere. We rented out. We actually, the day of screening, we had to rent the bigger theater
Nice.
because all these people showed up, and we were like, oh shit. Like, we didn't know what to do. Like, I literally was in the projection booth the whole time, the whole thing. Like, I didn't even get to sit with anybody.
You were in Video Village.
I was in Video Village. Well, I like when we'll do this, even at the film festivals. I'm in the back.
Yeah.
I want to be in the back when mine's screening is. I want to feel how everyone's responding to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I like to be hidden in the back when.
Because you get to see all of it a little bit, right? You get a wide angle
Exactly.
of all of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
either the
it
back
was
or the
wild.
front.
Like I'm like, can you? Thank God there was like nothing major out when we did it.
Yeah.
Because we're like, how much more to get the bigger one? They're like, wait, what? We're like, all these people are here for ours, and she was like, this is the most that's ever been here at this theater.
Wow.
And we packed the place.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I
was
think
great.
people say, like, people don't want to go to theaters. I think we just need more film, like, people bringing people, give us a reason to go out to a theater then. Because it's like, you know, people are losing faith in these institutions. So let's bring it to where the passion is.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and let's get people interested in
now
that.
I think what they're doing now to do that, to generate more people going to the theater is like me sitting here speaking with you today, right?
Yep.
If you were in Madison, Wisconsin, and we were like, oh, let's try to push this in Madison. I'm going to come to Madison here to talk to you. But maybe I'll also have Nikki Huber, who's in our film, come and talk to you as well.
Right.
Maybe have us all here.
Yep.
And then try to get people to go to the theater in Madison. So a lot of films are doing that now. They're taking the main players, and they're going to this town and this town and this town and this town, and it's almost like they're like back in the fucking 60s and 70s, shopping your own film to all these theaters to try to get people to watch the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's you can't beat them, join them, type of situation.
It's not like, God, the best marketing for a film, in my opinion, forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Why?
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm born 1998.
Okay. Do you remember? You know the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
I remember the movie, Russell Brand.
Yeah. All right. So the marketing was white billboard, black text. I hate Sarah Marshall. Fuck you, Sarah Marshall. Blah, Sarah Marshall. On every taxi cab. On every billboard.
Uncensored?
Well, they would block out the fuck Sarah Marshall with some asterisks or some shit. But it was like, fuck Sarah Marshall. I hate Sarah Marshall. So all this negative. Who the fuck is Sarah Marshall and what did she do?
Right.
But that was before I even saw a trailer for this. I remember just being downtown hanging out. There's a cab right on the top. I hate Sarah Marshall. There's another one. There's another billboard. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
And who is Sarah Marshall?
I was talking earlier about like you say a full name, it sounds legendary.
Yeah.
It's like who killed Laura Palmer?
Who killed Laura Palmer?
You know?
I need to know who the Sarah Marshall character is now. But that to me, but they don't even market like this anymore. It's not even, to me, it's like, I don't like that they're sucking the fun out of it.
I agree.
Like the magic out of it.
I agree. Yeah.
You know?
And I think that it's an undeniable thing. You know, people will say it's nostalgia. People will say, no, it's this, it's that. Look at the way things used to be marketed. Look at a calendar year.
Yeah.
Look at 2005. Go watch the trailers of the movies from 2005. Look at the way press was treated.
All kinds of shit. Bus ads. Yeah. I love seeing a genius marketing it. Like when they did the Dracula, everything was like a miniseries on Netflix, which was but Dracula. But one of the billboards was just random stakes. Looked like random stakes in a billboard. But as the sun set, the shadow of the stakes would be his fucking face. And to me, that's genius. Why aren't we doing more of shit like that?
Yeah.
Why isn't there just more of this? Like, you got all these fucking creative people, and you're just, this is nice, this regular.
You know what movie did that? I say Marty Supreme did a pretty good job marketing.
I think Marty Supreme did a great job of marketing.
Because they just, you couldn't ignore the movie. I mean, he did a song. He did a rap song to promote the movie based on a meme that he looked like that guy. Yeah. People were saying, you look a lot like him. So he did a song with him. Did the whole standing on the orb in Vegas, the sphere. So all of this. I mean, I feel like that's the type of thing. And that's what got me looking at the movie. I'm not even going to lie. Yeah. I was going to watch it either way because I like the Safdie brothers. Yeah. I already like everything they did. But it got so much buzz around it to the point where people are saying this movie better fucking be good because I've heard so much about this fucking movie that if it sucks, they're pushing this trash hard.
Exactly.
And that's how it should be.
Exactly.
You should be shoveling trash down my throat.
Make me want to see this.
Make me want to see it.
You know what it is? Make me fucking curious.
Exact curiosity.
Just make
it's the mystery.
It's
the mystery. It's like
even if it sucks, you still got me there. You still got me to pay the $20 for the movie ticket.
With Marty Supreme, I would say the intrigue, the mystery was like, I think Timothée Chalamet did a good job at leaning into that egotistical-esque character when he was being interviewed. Like he kept that going, and everybody could tell that was kind of part of it. And then also this whole like dream big Marty Supreme. That was it. Like dream big. Like why dream big? Like what is it about this character that is so aspirational and what is so big? Like why is it what is so grand about this film? And he's saying, "Oh, it's the biggest. This is so big. It's so grand." It's like, well, why? Exactly.
Only one way to find out.
Making me wonder.
Only one way to find out.
And I love that. And I think that's, again, it goes back to what I was saying about art, man. Art's supposed to be doing that. Yeah. That's the point of it. It's supposed to be engaging with me and making me wonder and feel and think and make me want it. And like, if it's just there to be there, that's obvious. We've all seen that before, you know? And I think a great marketing goes back to great trailers. A great marketing team, that could flip the whole everything of a movie. And a bad marketing the other way where nobody really cares about it.
Great movie poster and cool fucking merch.
Yes. And that's all
I dig what they're doing with the popcorn buckets now.
What are they doing?
At the movie theater, like when they had the Fantastic Four, you get a popcorn hat. I mean, they're not cheap, but it was like a popcorn hat of Galacta.
Oh,
like the
nice.
villain, like his whole fucking head, the eyes light up and
That's
shit.
That's awesome.
Ghostbusters, it was Slimer, like actual Slimer, and then the bucket you could eat out of Slimer.
That's like a step up above the holographic cups, because that's what I remember.
Yeah, but it's like
so the one I remember now, Spider-Man 3, bro, because it was red Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You
Black
turn it,
Spider-Man.
it's black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I wonder where that cup is.
But the merch, dude, the merch.
I had that cup my whole childhood.
Go back to 300. It's not because I'm Greek. Kind of because I'm Greek. No, but go back to 300. I forgot what movie I went to see before it came out. And, and it was probably a Warner Brothers movie.
Similar?
No, it's probably a Warner Brothers movie, rated R, but they handed you, because it was rated R, they handed you a condom.
Oh.
I still have this condom. It's got a Spartan helmet on it. It says, "Prepare for glory." A Spartan condom. I thought that was like, to me, that was genius.
It wasn't 300 though. It was something else. Like
no, it was 300.
Oh, it was 300. That was the movie.
There was like
they gave you a Spartan condom.
Prepare for glory.
Or like Trojan, right?
Yeah,
like a Trojan.
Like prepare for glory.
Oh,
I thought it was great. Like
funny.
To me, like that's cool merch.
That's great merch.
That's fucking Gitchy. That's cool. A cool mug is cool. Like anything to go with it. It's gotta be cool. Anyone could do a fucking T-shirt, but a badass poster, lobby card.
And I think that it's creating entry points. You know, it's giving people stuff, tangible things to care about and feel.
You
like
always got it.
Another one I think about now is like the Scream mask, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can buy one of those things.
Michael Myers, too.
And they were already around. They took something that already existed, Freddy Krueger,
claw, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and it's the iconography.
Yeah,
you know, it's stuff that. I think that's what makes that nostalgia, that IP, so powerful. It's that stuff that you can't let go of, you know? Like, give me a lightsaber, I'll go crazy.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think they need 10,000 screams. I think you did it already.
You did it already.
Give me a new guy. Yeah. Like the Terrifier, that's some sick shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me something raunchy. Give me some good slasher flick. But, like, you could still do the same blueprint, but give me a new scary guy.
I thought the Black Phone movie was all right.
Okay, the first one I liked. I didn't care too much for the second one.
Kind of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but the first one, I dug it because it was different.
And that's what we need.
Kidnapping this kid, but maybe this bad guy's got this power too, where he hears the phone a little bit. Yeah. But it's weird, right?
It's like a psychological horror.
But it was like good. I like the first one. I like second one. I could have did it without it.
I do like the way they shot it, though. Like, I like the way they did that 8mm, 16mm for the dream sequences?
Oh, going back.
That was cool. Because it was like, they would shoot it, like it's one scene. It was
like going like black and white,
but it would communicate.
Like a memory.
Exactly. Like, you could tell just psychologically
Vintage
which
memory.
one's the dream and which one's not. And just because the 8mm has that hazy feel to it. Yeah, and it makes it almost dreamlike when you contrast that against digital.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool choice. But yeah, I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10. I try to. Do you have a letterbox? Do you try to rate movies?
You know what? I do not know.
I feel like I just I gotta remember how I feel. Because sometimes you'll go back and watch a movie and you're like, why did I hate this so much?
Do you know how I feel? Like, to me, it's like, who the fuck am I to rate this?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's true.
Like, listen,
because art shouldn't have a value.
I love movies.
Yeah.
I love making movies. I love the art form of it. But like, I might not like something. You might fucking love it. So who am I to tell you?
Exactly.
It's bad.
Exactly.
Because you might be like, that could be your, Joe Schmo goes down the block for milk. Could be your favorite fucking movie of all time. And I might be like, I couldn't get past the first 20 minutes of it.
Yep.
Like, I love Carlito's Way. You might watch Carlito's Way and be like, I don't know why you liked it so much. Your review's not going to...
I agree. Well, it doesn't take away.
So, like, for me, it's like, it's different if it's a newer movie or something new, and I'll look at a Rotten Tomatoes score and I'll look at some scores, but I'll also call people and be like, did you see this yet? What did you think?
Yeah.
So I'll get feelers, and if it's leaning towards it's shit, maybe I'll wait to watch it on HBO or rent it. If they're like praising it, okay, maybe I'll go to the movie theater and see it.
But sometimes
if
it's wrong.
get the mixed review, I gotta see it.
Yeah, right.
I like to hear but this is like I like to hear it though. Like I don't need like it's just one of those things where it's like who am I to tell you who the fuck am I to tell you what's good and what's bad? You're gonna like what you're gonna like, or you're not gonna like what you're not gonna like.
I think about it like I do it solely just because I do it for me. I want to keep track. I don't give a fuck if you watch a movie based on my recommendation. But also, I agree with the sentiment of like, it's kind of why winning awards is just stupid in general. Like, it should be about making the art. It shouldn't be about winning an award. Sure. Like, this idea of campaigning, this idea of all this stuff we're doing to get an award, to get that recognition. It's not about that. It's about making good things. Exactly. And then hopefully you get recognized for that. Hopefully you don't. But in the end, you did the best thing you could do. And who gives a fuck about an award? Who gives a fuck about any of that? And so
a lot of times it's biased. A lot of times it's bought.
Exactly.
Does it feel good to win one? Yeah. Well, you won. It feels good.
Yes. But it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because I look at some great films that were up for Oscars that lost to a movie that. Why did that one win over this one?
Yes,
Who's
exactly.
Deciding this. Why did they decide that? What didn't they see in this one that they saw in this one that this one won? Because I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. And then you get Oscar.
These should be the fucking pros, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then Oscar bait. And then you got that Oscar bait.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And so, I feel it's a tough thing because you're going to have it no matter what. Yeah. The fraternizing.
But that's the only way you're going to get noticed. Is you gotta do it.
The Oscar bait movie?
No, not the Oscar bait. No, I'm saying like us. We got our short film rerun now in festivals, and we've been selected. Our actress Nikki Huber won for Best Actress, Director's Choice at Austin Revolution. We were nominated Best Comedic Short at Austin Revolution Film Festival and Chicago Film Frenzy.
And not to discount any of that.
And it
that all means
feels really good. Like it's like, wow, okay, out of all these films here, we got like the nomination.
Yep.
Would I've liked to have won Best Comedic Short? Absolutely. But because I didn't win, am I gonna not make another movie again? No, I'm gonna still go.
Yeah.
You know how many film festivals we entered in? Like it's a game, man.
Yeah.
You gotta pay to play. These aren't fucking free.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for every submission. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna get in one, you're not gonna get in one. You're gonna get in one, you're not gonna get in one. And it's a crapshoot.
And I think the sooner you learn to be comfortable with all that, the sooner it just becomes fun, right?
Exactly.
You just learn to have fun.
The minute it becomes a job, you don't want to fucking do it anymore.
Yeah, and you start looking at those numbers. You start chasing that. It's not. You lose that thing.
I want to make shit that entertains me.
Right.
And if you like it, awesome. If you don't like it, sorry.
Yeah. And I think like everything that's really great is naturally a little bit divisive. It's naturally got people who aren't going to like it. Because you have to, if you're really sticking true to yourself, then that's not going to look like other people's stuff. Yeah. And so it's naturally going to hit a little different than everything else. And people might not know what they're even looking at right away. Yep. And so, if again, it goes back to my core MO, just follow creative intuition, because that's where you get to where you need to go.
Exactly.
And other people will try to tell you all sorts of things, and there will be all sorts of incentives and things that pull you different directions. But I feel like inside,
gotta stay
true
best. To you, man.
And I think intuition is a powerful thing. It's one of the strongest. It's that voice in your head.
Trust that gut, man. You gotta trust your gut,
because your gut knows best. All right. Stop eating pizza.
Stop eating pizza. I gotta stop eating in general.
The way this show ends, it's been fantastic. We got about 3 hours. I think that's long enough, right? It's 3 hours.
Fuck.
3 fucking hours.
God damn.
Listen to your dumbass fucking
fuck you. This is normal phone call with us anyway. Fucking Jack.
That's what I always tell people is what I have here is a gift and a curse, okay? Because, it makes
I
for
didn't know
great...
that was 3 fucking hours. Wow, that was good. This was fun, man.
Thanks,
I enjoyed
man.
this.
Well, that's how you know the time when time flies when you're having fun, right? So, but that's what I say. It's a gift and a curse because I can easily, dude. I can go forever. But you get me on the phone, it's the same shit. I have to be careful if I call somebody. I have to be like, okay, I'll tell them at the beginning, this is a 10-minute phone call. You understand me?
This motherfucker won't pick up my calls.
Because he knows.
His phone is just me. It's all missed calls from me. Mm-hmm. But, like, if it's important, I'll text him and be like, dude, you got to fucking call me. I fucking got to talk to you. But majority of the time, I just want to shoot the shit.
And he knows how long that call is going to be.
All day. Our cousin Jen and I, our cousin Jen, on the Italian side, Jennifer, her and I grew up like brother and sister.
Yeah.
So we grew up on the phone, constantly talking. We almost didn't hang up here. She called me, hey, did you do the interview yet? I'm like, oh, no, we're on the way now. She's like, oh, we just start fucking talking.
Yeah.
He's like, dickhead, you parked the car. We got to hang up. We got to go. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Story of my life.
Talking.
And again, like, gift and a curse, right? Yeah. It gets you going. It gets your creative juices flowing, but it also gets you stuck.
Exactly.
It gets you.
But this was great, man. I had a great time.
Me too, man. And I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad we had that mutual connection, right?
It's fucking great.
I mean, that's how it always goes.
And let me know if you want me to come back, because I'll be back, baby.
There it is. And I wanted to say to you, too, you said something about, like, working on music videos and all that. I am constantly in the search for more people to do that with.
We'll love to do a music video.
So I'll send over some stuff to you.
Yeah, please do.
So, folks, you hear that?
Please.
Right? Got more to look forward to.
Please
do.
But,
at the end of the show, we always do 2 things.
Okay.
All right? So, one show's obviously for 3 to 5-year-olds. Yeah. All right? That's my core audience. That's who listens to this.
Okay.
So, they're going to take off their headphones, their earbuds, their AirPods nowadays. Right. They're going to get off the school bus. They're going to enter the real world.
Okay.
You have wisdom. You have a piece of knowledge that you're going to give to the kids. I don't know what it is, but advice for the kids, advice for my 3 to 5-year-olds, the core audience. You're going to give them the nugget of knowledge that's inside of your brain. And also, 2, the social medias where people can find you. This comes out roughly a month from now, so if there's any like plug or anything like that, any date you got in mind, just keep that in mind. But yeah, all the social medias where they can see your films, any place they can see your face. They spent this time with you.
Awesome.
They want to spend some more. How do they do it? The floor is yours.
Okay, for the children, there's a few things I would tell these kids. I would say, 1, child. First off, always be yourself. Do not be afraid to be who the fuck you are. That's number 1. My father would always tell me, he would have this picture of me on his desk as a little kid, and he would always say, don't take this kid away from me. And don't ever lose that, especially if you're an artist. You can't lose that kid that's in you. So never be afraid to be who the fuck you are. That's 1. 2 is what I told you before. The saddest thing, I'm going to literally, it's like a fucking Bronx Tale quote, literally. The worst thing in life is wasted talent. So if you have something you love and you are passionate about, keep doing it. Don't let anybody discourage you. You just got to keep fucking moving. And that's the saddest thing. It really is. It really is. I've seen a lot of people go down that were so talented. And it's like, what are you doing? Saddest thing in life is a waste of talent. Those would be my 2 things.
And social media, tell them where they find you.
Social media, you could find us a lot of more on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Stresshead Productions, Stresshead Pro on Instagram. Then I have photography, so Nick Marnos Photography. We also have, you know about this cup?
No.
You don't know about the New York anthem? I'm obsessed with this cup.
No.
But I've found them like all over the globe. So we have a quest for the Anthora cup because I've been obsessed with this since 91. And finding them in Texas, San Francisco, not just New York, fucking London, Australia, Greece, everywhere, different versions. Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, wild. Quest for the Anthora Cup, and you'll see my cousin Matt berate me because he hates it. I love it. So there are some plugs for us, but Stresshead Productions, that's our company, and we're just gonna continue to tell stories. And that's it.
Awesome, man.
Thanks again, man. I appreciate this.
Thanks for being here. Yep. All right, folks, and that has been all here today on. Give me a second here. I gotta prepare myself.
welcome to Brock. Missed the whole time. Holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle. Wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the mess. It's hysterical, the picture that